Hey, Jimmy.
What's up, Jimmy?
Is this a good show of Tech Talk tonight?
Yeah, the tale of two Jimmys. We get into it.
Do you remember what we talked about?
Not at all.
Well, that's why you're going to have to listen to this show.
Yeah, tune in.
If you want to support Tech Talk Taco Tuesday, thank Yamaha, Taco Moto, Scott Sports, Climb, DDC, Trail Tech, Fasst Company, and you can always shop through Amazon on our links on dirtbiketest.com. And don't forget the push-through button on Rocky Mountain MC, also on www.dirtbiketest.com. Now here's the show. Live from Pahrump, this is Tech Talk Tacos Tuesday. It could be TikTok Tuesday talking, because that's what my phone said when I tried to tell somebody that we were going live. And Valley of the Dirt people representing here, Pahrump, Nevada, beautiful, except for the wind today.
Bad.
The spring winds out here have been a little ridiculous this year.
They've been brutal.
Yeah. So with me tonight, sitting in for Logan, is Logan's dad. So how's it going, Logan's dad?
Doing good. Good evening, everybody.
This is Jimmy Tyler. So This is the Jimmy and Jimmy show. We are here to answer your motorcycle and motorcycle related problems, questions.
One of us is anyway. The other one.
Yeah, and so unlike your son, you're gonna like butt in and interrupt me when you feel like my train is starting to get off the tracks.
I can derail a conversation.
Yeah, your job is to just come in a little bit. And do you want me to drop his a little bit?
No,
we're all good. You
we're
fixed.
Good.
I saw you fixing something up there on the big screen.
Yeah, it should be perfect. You know what? I'm gonna say it. I think there's gonna be no problems with this show.
Well, they just cursed it. The wind is blowing outside, and it could knock down the entire internet's.
I know.
Universe. So tonight on tonight's show, we got some good questions. We have everybody's favorite segment, Roost or Endo, where you, if you submitted a bike, that means you. We'll talk about your bike, discuss the better or worse qualities of it, whatever it has. And then we pick our favorite bike, and you get a Taco Moto gift certificate for $100. So by subjecting yourself to that torture or praise or whatever, you could end up with $100 to help fix the problems that we identify, right?
That's correct.
I got you right before you were going for that, didn't I?
Tried to chop me off, huh? Block pass me.
Block pass. Hey, this show wouldn't be possible without our sponsors. You can see them rolling across the screen above. Of course, DDC just popped up on that little thing. That's Delaney drive component. So if you need a sprocket, they have some of the sprockets with the ultimate durability, lightweight and stylish. There's a 1-year warranty, chrome plated chromoly steel, and they've been with us since the beginning, and I really appreciate that. DDCRacing.net. Of course, we've got Yamaha on board. Yamaha has evidently... They're not watching because they've seen the value in this show and they want us to keep doing it. So thanks to the Blue Crew for coming on. We'll do a couple Yamaha YZ reads, or at least Jimmy will. Maybe we'll have Logan do it from over on the side so you don't have to watch him.
You can just point my mic at him and we'll make it work.
Yeah, right. We'll get the Yamaha drops going. Scott Sports, maker of excellent goggles. I got kind of midway through Baja. When I was riding, Ricky Brabeck sponsored me with some goggles because somebody gave him goggles.
100%, right?
He was. He's not.
New Year,
yeah. And so he was trying out some. Maybe he is, but he isn't. I don't know. Yeah. He's in negotiations or something. But so he had some goggles that he couldn't wear, but he got. They gave them to him, and he said, "I'll give them to somebody who will wear them." So.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so I tested some other goggles, but they weren't as good as my Scott. So I promptly I only rode with them for maybe 2 little sections, but they did give me some pretty funky glasses that I've been wearing around.
Yeah,
everybody tells me to take them off.
The ones you do in the school? Those?
No, these are different ones. So, but Scott Sports helping us along. Climb gear. The best off-road gear, the best gear in general. I was actually in Baja testing some prototype stuff of theirs that was kind of amazing. They don't tell me what it is. They just say, hey, wear this and see what happens. Mm-hmm. And I wore it and I saw what happened. And there was some characteristics of this stuff that are really cool. And so in a year or two, however long it takes to roll out, that stuff will be super awesome. But since I didn't ride today, Oh, I rode around, but I didn't really ride.
You would have some. You would have had some sick wind whips if you did.
Yeah. So no climb gear today. Trail Tech, makers of awesome GPSs. I knew exactly where I was at all times when I was down in Baja because my JPS was working, but I backed it up with what my Trail Tech Voyager Pro was telling me. And Fasst Company with their flex handlebars. And my wrists after 1,200 miles in Baja feel like they're brand new. It's right? Almost like they got better because I was running flex handlebars. So that's how we run with this show. Thanks to everybody. Hey, if you want to support us in a direct way, just you supporting the show, you being a sponsor, we have Rocky Mountain MCA TV. We get a little kickback from those guys if you shop through our link. So go to dirtbiketest.com, click on the Rocky Mountain banner, and I actually did that yesterday. When
it's easy to do.
I ordered, and I got
a cart full, but I haven't hit.
Yeah, you go. So make sure you go through our link on our site, and then we get a little kickback from it. I actually used it the other day because I bought fork oil, fork seals. I should have got wheel bearings, but I forgot to get them. I got a battery and a couple other things for Dave's 200 that I sold him because I sold him a bike that was inadequate.
KTM 200?
Yeah. And so he returned it. He said it needs to, he gave me the money, but I had to take it back and fix it back up. So that's what happens when you sell a bike to somebody that you know and love. Yeah. Not that, yeah. So,
but anyways, it is cool because you can see him again and again. And, you miss him when you sell him. I do.
Oh, I miss the guy too. I miss Dave a lot.
Yeah.
So I like to get to see him. So I steal his bike back. So even though he's giving me money, now I have both the bike and the money. So think how that works. Bob sounds familiar.
Call a win-win.
So, okay. So when you go to Rocky Mountain, you just click on that, and then our cookie sticks around in your browser for a few days, and we get a little chunk of that. And then of course we have the Amazon links like everybody does. So if you're going to buy, a new stereo, a big screen TV, some big ticket items, just click through that and we'll get a little portion of that. And we really appreciate all the support from our fans, our sponsors, our everybody. So, okay, let's get right into the question. Should we go to the...
Isn't there a company that does tours?
A company that does tours.
Costa Rica.
I was going to get it. Oh, you got to put that up at the top of the sheet. See how it's down? It's underneath.
Yeah. I see what you're talking about here. But the full first sheet is.
The whole sheet runs Costa Rica Unlimited. That's actually a bonus that they're getting. It's an add-on to the program that they're on the website. So we don't have to mention them every time, but I will mention them because you brought it up.
Okay.
If you want to go riding in Costa Rica, and Jimmy, did you make your plans yet?
I haven't, but I should.
We should get you set up. You should take a bunch of your Nevada donkeys down to Costa Rica. And we can work out a deal where it's ride with Jimmy, and we'll do it a little bit on the we'll do it a little funny, and people think it's me, but it's actually you.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah,
you get like the Wish version.
You get a ride with Jimmy from Tech Talk Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, you're riding with Jimmy from Tech Talk Taco Tuesday in Costa Rica on brand new gas and KTM and Husqvarna motorcycles down there with some of the most experienced Green Go guides, they call them. And I heard if you mention this show when you're doing your booking, you might get the executive suite at the palace that they stay at. That's what I've been told.
What does the producer get?
Yeah.
Well, you just like I always say, it's like you do your own thing. So if you can set up a tour, I'll put you in touch with Terry Beal. You talk to Trevor. Trevor will give you the inside line. Yeah. You'll talk to Terry, and it'll get all figured out. So you can go to Costa Rica Unlimited. Did you on that thing? Did you put the website so I could say it properly?
No, but I can go ahead and find it.
Throw it in the chat. That's good.
Yeah.
And of course, we already talked about how awesome flex handlebars are. So now I've done all my duties. Let's go straight to the comments. Oh, Victor's there. I always get scared when we read the comment from Victor, but I'm going to do it.
Rightfully so.
I used the Climb Mojave jersey at the Bitwell 100. That thing was fresh and comfortable, like riding shirtless. It went well with my Costco jeans. Yeah, bad word. Awesome. Thank you, Jimmy. Yeah.
Costco jeans. What's the Bitwell 100? Where's that?
I don't know. I think it's a little trail ride or something like that. So, yeah, Victor. I'm going to get Victor in here as a guest host.
We should. He's been in studio before.
Yeah, I know.
I met him here.
Yeah, he's been here. But we got to do the full pull. We got to do the flat track. We got to do flat track before the show, and we got to go. We can't go to Ramiro's after the show, but maybe we'll just We'll get some.
I can make some tacos. Yeah,
we'll make some tacos. You'd air fry some tacos, and we'll be
deep fry them.
Oh no, I'll bring some air. I'll bring my air fryer. And I'll make some boneless wings.
Tacos got to be deep fried.
Okay, however it works.
Yeah.
So, anyways, thanks everybody for joining the show. The process here is we have questions that are emailed to us during the week. A lot of questions come in on the chat. So whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, this chat pops up on the screen in front of us. We get to see it like you can too. Sometimes Matt puts it up in the box in the show. If you're watching this, I don't know why anybody would watch this show, but
well, we have 43 people that are watching it right now. So
but then a lot of people, like hundreds of people, watch it during the week.
Oh yeah,
on all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's good. Okay, Robert Miller has a question. Hey, Jimmy, what rear tire would you recommend for rocky off-road terrain, which is occasionally wet, not really muddy, riding for a 450 size bikes? Perhaps provide a range of options. I said, hey, Jimmy, and that means you.
Oh, me? This Jimmy?
Yeah.
Rocky terrain?
The Tech Talk Jimmy, yeah.
I don't know. You've got me hooked on those Parker DTs, and I'm kind of digging them. And maybe I'm too stupid to know whether they're good or not. I like them everywhere.
I didn't even coach that response.
No, I do. I've kind of pretty much. I won't have them in mud. Let me tell you that, because nothing comes out of the sky around here.
Right.
But not everywhere else. I've tried them.
Yeah. The only times it's a good all around tire, and the reason I actually was drawn to the Kenda tires in general was I was able to go out and test with them a long time ago with some guys that I tested with another tire company. They moved over to Kenda, and I knew them and trusted them. I went out and tested with them, and I'm like, hey, these guys are making really good changes. And this was a long time ago. I mean, a long time ago. And then when finally I wasn't racing anymore and I had the opportunity to start doing my schools, I was running through a lot of tires, and I had a need for adventure bike tires. Mm-hmm. Kenda had a new tire called the Big Block, and the go-to tire in the adventure bike world is the Continental TKC80. And so I put the Big Block on, and I was blown away because it was kind of a little bit of a copy, but different. It got a little bit different knob shape, but it was just as good, if not better, on some off-road conditions. And I'm like, wow, this company makes all the kind of tires I would need. So I approached them, and they started helping out and supporting my schools. The tire I went to used to be called the Carlsbad. Mm-hmm. It was a motocross tire, a hard terrain tire that they developed to work at Carlsbad. Well, they turned it into an off-road tire which is now the Parker DT. And and the other thing that was important for me is I needed DOT tires because I'm riding a lot of dual sport bikes. And so it had all the ingredients in there, and I started running it, and I was blown away by how good that tire was on the brakes. And it's still the same. It's just a really good, consistent
They last too.
And I really like the front, which freaks everybody out. But the front
looks horrible, but it works.
It looks like an eraser head, but it works. And again, always hard direction. Yeah, mount those in the hard direction. And Mojave Bob, who's our in-studio guest, he likes to raise his hand, and he is asking a question.
No, I was going to comment.
He's making a comment.
Oh.
They're the most consistent braking tire I have ever ridden.
Right, and he agrees with me that it's the consistent braking tire. So my go-to on the hard terrain is the Parker DT. Now, since they do support my schools and stuff, of course, I am biased, and so everything that came out of my mouth, evidently, right there was probably a lie to that one of those things. I'm jacking myself off here, but this is the truth. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you about some other good tires. Brian Horton says, Robert Miller, IRC VE33S, the gummy feels good even when it's gone. The Vulcan Enduro, the IRC, God, what was that tire called? The MB5 was an IRC tire that was a real good go-to back then. But tires are kind of like underwear. You can change them. You should change them often.
Like underwear.
Yeah, like underwear. And you might have a preference on certain things. But so a lot of guys, their go-to is the Dunlop MT81, right? What's the ones they're putting on all the
AT81s?
AT81s. So many different names and brands, and I get confused. Those are kind of a lot of people's go-tos. There is, let's see.
I kind of the other way with tires. I like to kind of learn one and forget it. Just kind of learned how to set my stuff up for it, know what it does. Predictable to me and not change.
Yeah. And the idea here when we're talking about this,
but you do got to find what you like to get there.
He's going for a good recommendation.
Sure.
And hopefully.
But when you said you can change them, you can change them, you can change it. But I kind of the other way. I kind of liked it.
If you don't find what you like, if you're not happy with it, then change it.
True.
If you're happy with it, then learn it. But every once in a while, even if you're happy with what you have, you got to try something different.
Of course.
I got to do it all the time when I was riding.
That's why I jump on one of the few hundred things out there.
Yeah, I always like hopping on somebody else's bike, ride somebody else's bike, and feel what they got. So the Michelin, I'll tell you straight up,
you're buying one.
The Michelin. I haven't tried the new ones. Trevor said they're good.
New sixes out.
The Starcross 5s were pretty good.
I like those. That was my go-to before this.
Yeah,
before
there's lots of different tires, but Pirelli has some pretty good. They have a really good hard terrain tire. It doesn't last very long, but I don't know if they still have it. It was a while back. But yeah, lots of different. And somebody just posted up in the chat room. They posted up the Moto Z's IT Tractionator. I have never had two Moto's tires that worked the same, which bothers me. And that tire, I've actually, there's one on one of our.
Is that the one I was riding last two? Oh my God, I hated that thing.
Right.
Oh my God, I was like, what is this thing?
Yeah, Wallow Wet.
There's one I don't like.
Yeah, so and I've ridden one of those that was actually really good, and then I asked for another one because of this for the same reason that I'm just talking about, that I wanted to see if it's consistent, and it just I've never had two that work the same, which bothers me. I can't recommend something if I don't know what you're going to get. So, the Tusk Recon. I don't know about the Recon specifically, but I have tested some Tusk tires lately that have been really, really good. They have some, it's a soft and an intermediate tire. They're actually the ones that they're really promoting. So if you're going to go buy those, for sure, click on the Dirt Bike test. And grab those. And
those are very affordable. So
they're affordable, and the price you pay is not indicative of the performance.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
I don't think they're the best tire you can buy, but
we got our special guest coming on. Tim Morton of Baja Bound Moto is going to join the show, and we're going to ask Tim. We're going to go straight into this question with Tim because Tim, owner of a tour company, a guy who's been running a tour company for many, many years. Tim, what's the go-to hard terrain tire of Baja Bound?
For our fun rides down there, we typically use just a motocross Dunlop because they last plenty long. When we're racing, ATs.
Okay. Yep. And you are is it working? Do we have them? Did that go through? Did the whole world hear it? We don't know.
My tech department is coming in.
Hey, we got our. I
think we're good.
I think our tech. So if you're in the chat and you can't hear Team Morto, hey, nice shirt, Tim. More whiskey and fresh bikes for my men. JB would be super proud.
The same shirt you have on, but I don't have those anymore.
Oh yeah, these are our team shirts from back when we raced the HP2 in Baja.
Oh,
so interesting fun fact.
Jimmy's impressed.
Interesting fun fact is that my very first Baja race ever was with this dude.
Oh, a teammate?
Yeah, we teammated on a factory KTM 125.
Nice.
That got probably about 13 miles to the gallon, even though we ran a fairing that Mojave Bob made actually.
Oh, you're kidding?
Yeah, because we thought it would make it faster.
You just.
But
throwing some arrow at a dirt bike.
Yeah, but we did something stupid, and I'm pretty sure it was ill-advised, not by Tim or myself. I'm sure somebody helped us out with this. They said we should go jet the bike, and we jetted it on the beach, and it didn't work very good at the summit. Right, Tim?
Yeah.
I don't remember much of that, but I think I remember I talked to a lot of people on the course, and you didn't really like that I did that.
Oh, no. No, well, the problem is I was a racer and I knew that bike was way faster than the Kawasaki 125 at the time, and they had a factory Kawasaki team at the time. This is how big 125s were.
Oh yeah,
and so we ran out of gas pretty early and we were pretty far behind.
And the exhaust pipe broke all apart.
Oh yeah, I could have. I don't remember this, but at least we had the spare parts to keep it running anyway. So we got the bike. We got it all. We actually rejetted it. It got it going. Kept it going. And Tim, who was about ready to start a tour company, was doing a little marketing on the trail, is what I'd like to say. And so when he came out of, I believe this was the Baja 1000 in 91, I'm going to guess, maybe 90. Yeah, probably 90.
90, I think.
And he came out of, like, we were in the pits and it was dark and like 5 guys go by and they didn't have headlights. And then Tim comes in and then, like, because we put our headlight on early because we knew he'd need it because he's smart. He knows Baja. He knew how long it was going to take. And like 5 other guys go by and he's telling me what happened. Like, basically he collected about 20 guys in Matomi Wash, guided them all in using our headlight, and now I had to go pass them all back in the dust. We passed them all back. We actually caught up onto that one, the Cowie 125 pretty good, but we finished. It was a good first run for a donkey like me. Didn't know anything about Baja. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, good times, huh, Tim?
Hey, and that was your first Baja race. Mm-hmm. Your last Baja race was us again. That was 06, right?
Yes. 05 or 06.
Okay, 05, right. No, it was 06 to La Paz.
I think I did a 500 after that. I don't remember. I know
okay.
When all of a sudden BMW wanted us to start, they saw that we got 3rd in the open pro class, which was actually like 10th or 11th overall. But then they're like, well, can you guys win? It's like, no.
Yeah.
No. But at that point, it was like I'm doing this for fun. At this point in my career, my wrists were junk, and I had to ride at a certain speed. So I'm waiting for Tim to tell me the story about how I yelled at him for that race too. Did I yell?
Oh, no, I don't remember the last race very well, but you were pretty adamant to not kill the motor in. It might have been, I'm thinking it was 04. Don't kill the motor, because you had the breathalyzer you modified to put on make it run.
So, okay, that was 04. That was on the prototype bike. That was not that was the test mule, the prototype bike. And so here's what happened. BMW we didn't know this at the time, but they had an anti-theft system built into the key and the computer. And so, of course, since it was Baja, we decided to mount frame-mounted headlights. So we had this really bitchin' setup that Baja Designs helped us build. It was a frame-mounted, just like on the regular race bikes, with a one HID and one LED, and HID and one halogen. But in order to do that, we had to take the ignition and the key and move it out of the way so it wouldn't hit. Well, to that motorcycle, because there's some relationship between the distance between the key and the ECU, it feels like now it's been stolen or something's wrong. And it'll allow you to do a certain amount of keystrokes to make sure it's not a fault. But after a certain amount of on-offs,
you're done.
You're done. Guess where we got done at? at San Ignacio, we were in top 15 or something. We were good. All the guys, I hadn't even gotten on the bike, but Tim rode, me and you kind of did the south side. Jonah rode it.
Jonah started or something. Jonah and Dave?
Jonah, Dave, and what was it? Yeah, it was only in Jonah and Dave. It was just four of us that time. Yeah, so we were doing really good, and we shut the bike off and just to give it a really good check over in San Ignacio. And we turned it on and no. And it's the computer's flashing EWS, which means you've been stolen. And we had some German engineers with us and they're like, we've never seen this before. We don't know what this is. They're on the phone to Germany. We had to strip the entire wiring harness off of a then brand new 1200 GS, which was also kind of a prototype that the guys from BMW Mexico brought over. We had to strip the entire wiring harness off, put it on our race bike. And the word was, you can start it one time, and if it stalls, it'll never start again.
That's it. Push it in the ocean.
Because we fooled the computer.
Push it into the ocean.
Into working. And so it's like, Tim, don't stall. Yeah, good times.
Oh, that's interesting.
So
Baja
yeah,
racing is a little different nowadays.
yeah,
It's a little more rugged.
yeah. I think, yeah. No, man, the courses, like it's torn up. I mean, it's same thing where we have our desert loops out here where they run the trophy trucks and stuff on. It's amazing how blown out it is. But yeah, so I finally went back to Baja. Tim, were you kind of surprised?
I was very surprised, and it was good to hear. I'm glad you. I don't know what do you got there? What's that?
Loma Azul. Oh, you didn't see the pre-show. We did a pre-show. This is really good tequila. I'd pour you some right now, but it used to be half full, and then Matt poured some. I quit. But I'm not a quitter. Like I went back to Baja, so I decided not to quit this either. What do you got there?
Can you see that?
It's small on my screen. It's big now. Insure.
Oh no, not good.
So for those that don't
You
know,
gotta quit that.
for those that, I'm going to reintroduce you here, Tim. So those that don't know Tim Wharton is the chief of Baja Bound Moto. So that's BajaBoundMoto.com. And if you want to go on the best, as far as I'm concerned, Baja trips, or if you want to go racing in Baja and you don't know how, kind of like I did, he learned everything from having to coach me. And he's had you guys have a pretty amazing success rate with your clients that come and do that, yeah?
Yeah, I think we started doing race rentals in 04, I think. We've had over 60 race rentals, and for Score, we do also Vegas to Reno, Parker 250. We do Nora. We do more guys with their own bikes with Nora. All those other ones we do with our bikes. And so with Score and Vegas to Reno, guys on our bikes, we have 100% finish ratio. So
Wow.
we had a DNF last year at Vegas to Reno, but it was a guy we were helping with his own bike, so a little different.
Yeah. So is it him or the bike?
We've actually had some pretty long days and nights for Vegas to Reno, but we get them to the finish, and Baja we get them to the finish. So
Yeah, and that's not easy. I mean, just even knowing from my different stories from being down there, and that's the whole thing about just finishing. A lot of people when they go to these races, their whole goal is just to finish, and the amount of work it takes to get there sometimes.
There's a lot of people we just tell them your money is no good, because it's too dangerous. No matter where they're racing, or if I'm
Right.
there, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. It's too dangerous. They're not ready. And so, we get a lot of people who just talking to them, we can say, this isn't what you're going to want to do. There's guys who go riding with us for fun, and we tell them, no, you don't want to race in Baja. There's guys I'll take riding in Nevada, I should say racing in Nevada, that I won't take racing in Baja. And, so we try to limit that. It becomes a lot of work sometimes, though, as I'm sure you know.
Yeah, I get sort of the same thing. I get, at least once, twice a month, I get a email. Hey, Jimmy, I'm thinking about doing Paris to Dakar, and or Dakar, and I'm this or that, and they kind of they list out the resume or something, and I'm a professional downhill skier, and I've paraglided around the world, all these things, and I go, well, okay, what motorcycle racing have you done? Like what's your and like, oh no, I just learned how to ride last year and I saw the Dakar and I want to do it. And it's like, I kind of want to climb Mount Everest too. I don't own a stitch I have a set of crampons, but a whole stitch of, I believe I can do it, but I bet you if I went and talked to somebody, they'd tell me maybe you should climb something a little smaller, to start with. But yeah, the Baja 1000 is probably on that list as well of like, kind of, it's not that it's that hard to do. It's the situations and the circumstances that are involved in that race, mainly trophy trucks and vehicles that they're there to win, and their ego and their paycheck involve that. So you get in the way.
Yeah, and I really got an eye opener maybe 10 years ago. And I went for a ride at full speed in a trophy truck up at Prim. And it was, I already knew it was dangerous to be out on the course as unaware of a truck or buggy coming up behind you. Once I was in a truck in the right seat, it was really an eye opener.
Hey, what was
dangerous?
So when you're in that, what was every time you saw a bump or ditch, what did you do? You braced yourself and said what?
Yeah, no, I thought it's impossible for this to happen. Because I thought, even the best dirt bike rider couldn't go through these whoops at 60. And we were going through giant whoops at 117 or something. And it looked like, okay, we're going to hit that wall up there and it's going to be a yard sale. And
it's going to explode.
Amazing.
The first, and this is a long time. Trucks have gotten a lot better since I got to ride in one. And when I rode in it, the sensation I had, you see this thing just mobbing through these bumps, just smashing around. And the only sensation I felt was getting pushed backwards into the seat as the tires hit the ground. Like you could feel every time the tires hit the ground, it pushed you backwards in the seat. But the up and down wasn't really that bad. And we were out at Barstow just smashing through bumps, and it was like taking
a bite out of the chair.
And when you think about that thing, when that thing is coming that fast and you're rolling at we'll call it novice level speed through the bumps, they come up on you so quick. And if you wobble the wrong way and they decide to pass you on one side and you wobble the wrong way, this becomes very dangerous. And so
really dangerous. Like when the driver, it was Cameron, when Cameron would back off the throttle, it felt like as soon as his foot wasn't in it, we were just floating. And it felt like that thing is going to go where it wants. It basically feels like he pulls his foot away from the throttle, he might as well let go of the steering wheel. And the feeling of the lack of control made me think about the dirt bikers who were right here on the edge. I mean, there weren't, but in my imagination, they'd be right there. And they have no idea that there's 6,000 pounds, whatever they are, barreling down on them with no hope of missing them. And there's some videos out lately that I've seen of guys racing Baja that they think they get off of the course before being passed by a buggy or something. They're like a foot away, 2 feet away, and they fall over doing it.
Yeah.
And if those were guys riding one of our bikes or someone I was responsible for, as responsible as we can be, right?
Right.
I'd have a serious talk with them and say, you don't understand how close you are to death. And Baja racing's really changed since you did it last, and it's way more rugged. The routes, it's just they don't do it the same. They don't run maintained roads as much as they used to. They run roads off to the side, and it's just hammered. So the UTVs, the buggies, the trucks are going so much faster. In my opinion, the dirt bikers are going slower. So
I mean, it's you don't have. Yeah, there's there's definitely a bunch of good riders that are down there and doing that before, but it's not like there's factory teams going down there and pushing it. And it's one of those bucket list dreams for a lot of people. And it's like, I'm going to ride the Baja 1000. And it's like, I always tell them, like, take that budget and go do something that you would actually enjoy.
Week in Hawaii.
I know. Or if you got the skills and you want to do it, call Tim. And then listen to him. He's been down there for a long time for some reason. And if Tim says no, don't go find the next guy that says yes. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shut down the live thing on the. Mm-hmm. So all you people on the whatchamacallit here on the Instagram. It's Instagram. That's right. That thing. Yeah. That screen. You got to go over to our YouTube or our Facebook page to kind of continue watching this. We do this every week, by the way, every Tuesday at about 7:00 here on in prompt time. And thanks for joining with us over there. But we're going to keep going on the regular show. Tim, another quick question. So you're going to be down there pitting a bunch of guys for the NORA thing. I got involved with the NORA thing. How come nobody wants to get up at 4:00 in the morning and load road books?
I think Matt Sutherland, he's down. He'll get up at 3 and do it. I'm not so sure. You haven't met the crowd.
Oh no, I know. But hey, trust me, I know the crowd. It's just like here's the first thing. It's just the general reluctance to road books is very strong. It's everybody thinks this is going to be horrible, but knowing what I know, and I know a couple things, but one thing is I would much rather ride to a road book than I would to a track log, especially on a motorcycle, because it tells you exactly what to do. When you come to a Y on a track log, a little Y, you don't know which way to go. You just guess, because it depends on which way you wobbled, how your GPS thinks where you're going. And then you go and all of a sudden you notice your arrow's going off your track log, and then you have to turn around and go back. But back to the point. Once you get the gist of how it works, I always say road books are kind of like sex. And if everybody thought
expensive.
Is sex expensive? Well, it can be. Depends on where you're at.
It always is.
Are we thinking about mortgage or utilities?
Right. Yeah. But you remember when you were younger, you thought, oh yeah, that's what I want. It's that little sex. But like road books are like bad. But once you do a road book, you like it and you want to keep doing them. Right. Yeah. But you got it. But the first time, it's like, and now we've been told it's bad. But hey, it takes what, 3-4 minutes to load a road book. So everybody's all worried about this. Oh, come on, Tim. You did Nevada Rally when I did Nevada Rally. Hey,
isn't that your a long time ago? I don't remember that far back.
On your thing in your office right there, is that your Nevada Rally bib in the back? Number 19? Is that
right there?
That's it. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, you loaded road. I got mine over here. Mine's over there. Yeah. So you loaded road books. You know how this works.
No, I'm definitely a proponent of the road book. I've been telling all of our group, like we have 13 bikes in our bivouac for this year. None of those bikes are our Baja bound bikes. They're all client bikes. There's a few of them, I think 5 that are like Matt Glade is part of our gang, Matt Sutherland. There's guys who do know them. Everyone else, some do, some don't. But most guys are GPS guys, and the way this race, they've gotten used to. We drink a lot each night. We have a good time. We get up in the morning. We do it again. We finish at 2-3 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
We work on bikes. We open the bar, and so now it's and a bunch of these guys, they're 50 plus, maybe 60 plus. So it's just, the change is hard. And I definitely talked to Eliseo and tried to get him to do this even last year. But also, we needed more of a lead up to it. So yes, you and I are in agreement on the road book. I just want a little bit more of a laid back. This year, we're making you do it like this. Next year, we're going to throw the whole bus at you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, we're on that program. It's this year. It's going to be easy. I'm going to subject myself to all the punishment that I deserve for volunteering for this and helping to do it. And I've told Eliseo that I'm going to be there at the start. And if guys are having a problem loading their map books, I'm going to be right there with them to help them do it. And I'm going to be there at the finish when they tell me how the map book sucks, because then I'm going to say, well, no, I won't tell you what I'm going to say. It's going to be a surprise for the end.
Well, I already gave all of them your cell number. And, and
is that how they're getting it?
I'm going to let them know what room number you're in at every hotel down the peninsula.
I'm going to be hanging out at your camp. They just come over and hang out with you. I'm going to be hanging out because I heard you guys got beer. And I quit, but when I'm in Mexico, all the game's over. So.
No, we put on a pretty good one, and part of it is selfish on my part to want the road books the night before.
No, you get to go to bed earlier.
Lady guy to go to sleep.
You get to go to bed. You get to go to bed earlier because you don't have to load the damn road books at night. Just think about that.
I'm always the last guy. Sometimes the sun is coming up, and and I go and take a little nap, and then we leave the next day because someone has to make sure that everything gets put away and everyone's bikes are locked up and
right. Well, I'm just thinking. I'm only thinking of you when I think of these rules. That's why. So I'm going to just say, well, Tim didn't want to stay up late loading your road book. So
perfect.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
But it's actually, I think the first couple, I hope that, we put together a whole training program, an online training program, and spent a lot of time working on making sure those videos gave them all the information. And we're going to do, a test road. I just hope they took a little bit of the advice in some of the videos to go practice just a little bit. And you could make a road book around your neighborhood and you kind of see how it works. And just that one little step that you take to practice, and like everything, you practice something, you get good at it. You watch the best guys in the world. They didn't just magically get good at what they were doing. They put some time into it. And guys that are better than other guys, gals that are better than other gals, they practice just a little bit. So, George says
she's really been bugging me. She wanted to race this year, but we're not ready. She's not ready for that. She's raced it before, she's raced plenty before, but she has watched all of your videos multiple times, and partially to take the heat off of you, because when all of our guys start asking questions, I'm not going to speak English, and they can go see you or her. So
yeah, right. I'm there. That's going to be part of my job. And when it was explained to me why they wanted to go to road books, it was asked, hey, do you think this is a good thing? And I'm like, absolutely. And not just because I have an enjoyment and a fascination with rally. I really thought that it was the best way to make the race a little bit more safer. It's gonna give the bikes the ability to do better, more creative things, go on routes that they can't take the cars on and stuff like this. It's gonna make the race a lot better. And it's just gonna, there's a little bit of growing pains like anything new, but I'm stoked. It got me back to Baja, which is, why'd
you kick yourself out?
The cops did. The cops kicked me out. They wanted all my stuff. They wanted my money. They wanted my jacket. They wanted my team shirt. Yeah. They wanted to take me to jail. Yeah. And I didn't do anything wrong. That's the problem. If I'd done something wrong, I'd be good with it. But yeah, so I need pros like Tim to take me down there. So I'll figure it out. Anyways, went back, had a really good trip. The worst part was trying to get back on the airplane in Cabo San Lucas. That was the worst part of the whole trip. They had to stick something up my nose and everything.
Oh yeah.
Hey, so question: they did that just right there in the airport for you, right?
No, I had to go to the clinic. And I was standing there to the girl that was taking she was working on the computer, taking the information. I'm sitting there just spitting on her and coughing and sneezing and drooling. And then she goes, okay, you go in this room. And they put me in this room where there's a plexiglass screen. And that girl got up and then she stuck the thing through the hole in the screen and put it in my nose. And then we went back out to spitting and coughing and whatever on her. But it was really nice that she put that plexiglass screen with the hole in it so she could stick the thing way. I mean, she touched the back of my eyeball.
Oh, yeah.
That's horrible. Yeah. I don't like this. So, yeah. Hey, Tim, are you going to stick around? Right. Are you going to stick around for Rooster Endo? Do you know about this segment?
Yes, I want to see some Roost and Endo.
Okay. Well, I want to make sure you're around. You're good for this because I think it'd be a good help on this. So, a question for you. So, you guys have you get a lot of clients and stuff that come down, and a lot of people bring their own bikes as well as they rent bikes from you. But when you see, and I'm asking this, when you look at someone's bike when they bring it. Do you guys have them send a picture of their bike or anything beforehand, or do you when that bike shows up? Do you? I don't want to say judge, but do you judge?
Kick the tires.
Oh, you mean for going racing or for
no, just tour, just
fun riding,
just the tour.
Yeah, we judge. We end up working on too many things while we're trying to load up on client bikes. Like the thing that throws me off the most is we've ran Bib Moose's front and rear for 10 years now. And so we don't even have inner tubes around anymore. And so people sometimes show up, and even though we tell them in advance, you need to have bib mooses because I don't even carry tire irons anymore. So you need to have it. And then they show up, and then we get to Baja, and then we figure out we have no tubes. And now I got to be really careful where we take them. And, things like that are kind of a bummer. Guy, we're wiring grips on when the left hand has a throttle, and you know how it is. There's some stuff, but not too much clapped out stuff. Mostly it's the farkled out bikes that are, some of that stuff's going to fall off when we're in Baja.
But it's funny with, all of your experience and stuff, how you can almost just walk up to a bike and say that and that are going to be problems. Do you have this strange talent?
Yeah. Jen says I can see a bike go by on the course and say he's got a loose Kickstarter or shifter or sprocket, and yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah. I was that guy on our ride. I was the one that had the failures when we were down doing the road book reconnaissance. I was actually testing some stuff like I always do. Anytime I'm on a motorcycle, I probably got some tests, something durability testing or whatever. Especially when you go to Baja, it's a great place to do it. And but I pulled everything I needed to fix my problem out of. I had my tube. I had a tube with me, and I had, it was a rear wheel issue, and I had all the stuff. Just, put a little delay in that thing. Hey, those Nora days are no joke, Tim. They're good long days.
Yeah, day 1 pretty short, day 5 pretty short, but boy, day 2 runs you just from looking at the mileages.
Yeah,
run some pretty cool stuff.
It's
stuff.
Really cool
down
stuff
on the east side of Highway 1, and then you cross over. It's really neat there.
Yeah, but people are going to be proud when they finish this. I mean, I don't think it's like I've heard some people say, Nora, I don't do that because it's easy. Actually, I'm really disappointed that more rally guys that are, want to get into rally, or all those guys that send me the email that says, hey, Jimmy, I want to do Dakar.
Skip over that.
They should have just you should just go to do the Nora. It's going to be easy. I mean, not easy, but it's not a Dakar. You're not, if you're smart, and you know a little bit about navigation, it's a great way to bone up on all the skills you need to make the next steps. So, and
yeah, a lot of these guys that come riding with us and want to race the Baja 1000 solo, we'll get them and say that's probably not such a good idea. Why don't you come to Nora? And they have a total blast, man. It's really fun. The stage event thing is so much less stressful, and everyone typically gets along really well, and it's
and I would almost bet that after you did a Nora, I mean, I could see, like, if I didn't know what I know, but I said, okay, I want to do the Baja 1000 solo, which I don't, and I never have, and I'm no San Felipe Bob. Oh God. I just had to throw that in there. He's on here. I'm no San Felipe Bob, but I. But if I went and knowing what I know, if I went and did Nora, it would tell me that I don't want to do the Baja 1000 solo. unless you have that stupid gene, like where you're one of those idiots that runs 100-mile races or something like that. Oh, wait, I did that. I ran 100 miles.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyways, sadistic Baja racing. So Dave Black says, I totally wanted to do Nora. I just don't have enough vacation from work, and I want to do Sonora this year. Oh, should have done Nora first, then Sonora second. That would be if somebody was getting into it, that's what I would tell them. Because it'd be the right process of stepping stones. But then again, nobody asked until right now. So you should ride Nora.
This is a rally event?
Actually, we should do it in a car.
Oh, they got cars there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, vintage cars and regular cars. And actually, sign Logan up right now, him in his class. What the hell class does he have?
He got a Class 9 car.
Class 9 car. Logan has a Class 9 car, and he still takes what's his other vehicle?
He drives his Tahoe.
Chevy Tahoe. He has a Class 9 car, yet his Chevy Tahoe has broken engine mounts in it, and we can't figure out why. Oh. we don't know why. I'm sure that it has something to do with like practicing for the Class 9 car.
Yeah.
Yeah, Logan actually spoke over there, by the way, just in case anybody was wondering.
Speaking in the mic.
Yeah.
The other ones over there. You know how garbled this mic.
Yeah, it looks like it's the whole balance of that truck's had the chip tooth a few times and motor mounts were beat.
A little bit off. San Felipe, Bob would love to do Nora, and he would do it solo. Actually, Bob, it's not long enough. You need to do the Nora and then back. Call it Nora and back. Ride the road books. You just turn them upside down and they work perfect. Just you start where the arrow is and you go to the end of the little black line.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you know anything about a two-stroke YZ?
I do.
Okay, what you tell us about the two-stroke YZ?
They're doing a ride day out at Sandy Valley this weekend, by the way.
Yamaha is.
Yep.
Oh, what
a demo day or whatever you call it out at Sandy.
Is it? It's Jason Raines, that program, right?
I actually don't have a clue. I don't actually even know if there's a shop behind it or what. I don't know.
I would go ride those bikes.
Yeah.
If you haven't.
Right, yeah, exactly. Sandy Valley in Nevada, California. Anyhow, what do we got? YZ2 Smoker. Experience pure performance and exhilarating power with a full line of Yamaha YZ two-stroke bikes. Visit YamahaMotorsports.com today to explore what's new for 2022. The revised YZ125 makes for the perfect step-up machine, featuring all-new engine, revised six-speed tranny, new brake, suspension settings.
Wait, if I ride one, is it a step-up or a step-down machine? What is it?
Well, that'd be a step down, I guess.
Or it's a squash. Jimmy squash the machine. But I like riding that YZ125.
You do. I don't blame you.
So you're reading this ad right now. You're reading this ad, and I'm literally, I don't know if I'm like kind of shaking or I'm pissed off at myself because I have the YZ125 in the shop right now. And the only thing that's really, the only way I can forgive myself is that the ground is just drier than shit.
It's chalk.
Yeah. Okay. So keep going.
Yeah. The YZ250 also delivers improved rider ergos, new front and rear brakes, updated suspension settings, and aggressive styling. For a truly race-inspired look, check out the YZ250 and YZ125 Monster Energy Yamaha Racing Editions. For the next gen of riders, the YZ65 and 85 and YZ85LW, large wheel, deliver big bike specs and smaller package. Visit YamahaMotorsports.com. Find your Yamaha YZ and enter the victory zone today.
Yes, I should enter the victory zone every time I ride it, but I don't ride it enough. So I'm retired anyhow. So back to the show. Tim, how have the tours been going since with all the COVID stuff?
I forgot we were in business.
Oh, did you have that too?
We went from, I think it's been 26 years, and 2000, when all this stuff went down, we had on the books it was going to be our best most profitable year since ever. And in a matter of a couple of weeks, it went to worse than our very first year. So then we really Jen works full time now, has a couple jobs. I work on some race car stuff for some guys. We still do some rides, but kind of tapered off for a few reasons, partially because of that. And I just getting involved in other things. But when it was all happening, some other people were still doing tour rides, and we just didn't feel it was the right thing to do. We didn't want to be responsible for any of our riders' well-being if something was to happen to them in Baja, and then, we have to take them to a clinic or a hospital, and we're the a-holes from north of the border coming down and tearing up Baja and putting their people at risk from whatever China virus we had. And so, we just didn't want to go there and be part of that. So we, I don't know, you maybe could say, we took the high road and didn't work on Baja rides like that. We tried to book more racing stuff, and then we decided to go racing a lot more ourselves on credit cards. Jen raced a lot more in 2000. We went to go do a bunch of car races. We
Yeah, you've got a car in the racing program. I see. That's usually that means that you're trying to reduce $1 million into.
It's better. It's better.
No.
It's other people's money. It's better.
I tried racing a car. I got sponsored and I raced it once.
So Jen's been racing a 1600 single seat car for a few years now, and now we're racing a class 10 car also, which is not ours, thank goodness. And so, I get that whole program is pretty good for us. And we can get Logan and his dad to race Nora in a car, because we can supply them with a class 12 car and full support when they want to do Nora.
Sounds good.
There we go. Well, maybe screw Logan, me and him. Jimmy, just Jimmy.
Logan.
Jimmy will do it.
The Jimmy and Jimmy show.
Yeah, we're more on the same page. Logan doesn't say much, so he wouldn't. You'd offer it to him, and he'd just walk away and wouldn't say anything, even though he wanted to do it. How's that invoice coming, bro? Invoice? Don't you have an invoice for me?
I mean, there's like 10 hours worth of work on it.
Right. Okay. So you're just waiting.
Oh, by the way,
you wait until you can bankrupt me before you submit that, and then just JLR, just kind of like Tim's business went down. You're going to hand me the invoice, and because I have no idea what your hour rate is. What is your hour rate these days? He doesn't even know.
hey,
I still need that door hung at that other place over there. That thing's still waiting. Anytime. Just put it on the invoice. Yeah, Tim.
When are we going to Costa Rica?
Oh, Costa Rica Unlimited, a proud sponsor of the Tech Talk Taco Tuesday show. They you won't believe this, but they have great U.S. guides who've been hosting tour groups for over a decade. You should see the crew compound with 4 homes and an infinity pool. I'm pulling off the hot takes, take sheet I got there. Do you want to go?
Hell yeah, I want to go.
Oh, okay. I think we can put something together. Maybe I can coordinate you with Terry, and since Matt is you already on it, do you email him already? Matt let the thing slide, but I could hook it up where you could probably book a tour down there. You could take your group of guys down there, and Jimmy's going to do the same thing with a bunch of guys from Vegas. It's going to be good. I don't know if I'm ready to go to Costa Rica just yet. I have a friend that's in Nicaragua. By the way, Tech Talk Tacos Tuesday, according to my friend in Nicaragua, the #1 motorcycle podcast currently in Nicaragua right now at this moment.
Okay.
The other Moto podcast in this region.
Right, yeah. We're killing it there. Kind of like we were in India for a while. Huh. But we haven't been doing enough KTM 390 stuff to keep the Indians.
We also never learned how to pronounce the names properly. That's kind of a damp.
That was on Logan. Yeah, that would be on Logan, the mispronunciations of the names, right, Logan? A touch. So, well, I had the same thing happen with my schools. We went from killing it to just, it was fully shut down. Being up here in the States, we got a couple more rules to play with, but it's coming back though. People kind of want to get out and do stuff.
Definitely. One of the problem is not only do people want to go and do stuff, everybody wants to be a Baja tour guide too. So, for 30 years, there was basically Haynes and us, and then there were a couple other guys that would come in and out. Guys would start up, guys would disappear. Then Chili started up. I'm not sure if he's doing it anymore. So there was kind of like 5. Then UTVs came around. Now there's got to be 35. Most of those are UTVs.
I saw when I was down there, when we were around the highway, I saw like semi trucks with 20 UTVs heading north.
Oh.
And shoot, the giant groups isn't that bitching.
No.
It tears up the terrain, and if that's your clothes hanging out on the line and 3 UTVs or 4 or 5 go by, you're like, okay, that's cool. But then there's 10, and then there's 15, 20, 25, 30. There's groups of 40, 50 in a single group, so it's kind of blowing our buzz on it all down there.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to Arizona now too, though.
Right. So. Yeah. I know the trail you guys are doing and that I know this from doing a lot of my Rebel Rally stuff. We're always looking at different areas and places to go with exploring out there. But there's the good thing is that a lot of the people that don't really put the effort and the work into doing, whether it's a tour or an event or stuff like this, they just do the low hanging fruit. And like yourself, they're not concerned with safety. I see the same thing on the motorcycle training side. It's that they'll take anybody, and they're not going to require them to have knobby tires on their bikes, or they're going to say, oh yeah, we can teach you on that bike. And it's like, well, I don't know, that's probably not going to be very safe. When you start looking at the bigger picture, sustainability of your business, and they don't care. They're just in it because it's fun, or in and out, or just make a quick buck. And it's like guys like us, and you know this. I mean, Tim and I have had a long history of doing what we do, and we don't do it because we're getting rich. We do it because we love it.
Yeah,
it's like I really, really like riding dirt bikes, and I enjoy teaching people to ride dirt bikes the right way. So they can contribute to everybody riding dirt bikes, safely, have fun with it. So, well, I think it's time for our little commercial break. Tim, I'm going to have you hang on, because right when we come back, we're going to get to the Rooster Endo segment, and we will do that. So quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. If you've ever seen any one of my bikes, they all have flex handlebars on them. What are those, Jimmy? Well, Fasst Company, that's www.fastco.com, makes the flex handlebar, and it's essentially suspension built into your handlebars. They make bad forks good. They absorb impacts like you wouldn't believe, and they're really tough. And I've been running them for over 20 years, and I don't think I've ever bent a set. And if I have, I forgot about it. It was a long time ago. So these are American-made products, and until you run them, you won't realize how good they are. The reason this works is the flex handlebar is stiff laterally through the steering path, but allows it to be forgiving from the load path without sacrificing control or input. This means it basically dampens the forces that you don't want, and it doesn't affect the forces you do want. So it steers properly and takes the pain out of your wrists. So if you're looking for good feel in your handlebars without suffering from catastrophic impacts or complaining that your forks are too harsh, the flex handlebar is the solution. They make other products like the spoke torque wrench, impact pegs, really trick brake clevis and brake spring kits, and clicker adjusters. So if you're looking to get some of this stuff, check out www.fastco.com. That's spelled FASSTCO.com. Remember, 2 S's in fast.
What's up, Moto Buddies? Mike here from Taco Moto Co. What is the Taco Touch? It's the best service in the industry. Virtually 24/7 tech support via email or text, and it's like having a dirt bike doctor on call every day of the year, helping you fix your bike or recommend parts or setups for you. If you've ever received an order from us, you know that the Taco Touch extends to our fulfillment, and our orders come with the coolest stickers that you've ever had, buying parts from anybody before, and a handful of root beer barrel candies. All of our Taco Moto Co. branded components come with a no questions asked lifetime warranty, and we'll even extend out the warranty of other manufacturers, OEM, and aftermarket parts where we can, sometimes for life. We test and tune endlessly and exhaustively and obsessively. We're trying to destroy everything that we can before you get your hands on it, to look for weaknesses and to improve it, or to make recommendations to the manufacturer. And if it's something that doesn't meet grade, then we don't offer it on the store. Everything that we carry is something that we have personally used, tested, and ridden, and raced, and knows meets the high Taco Touch demanding standard. Go out and get some adventure.
Frame a dirt bike. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, we're back. We have to stop. Do we have to stop having the side discussions?
Yeah, no more side discussions.
Okay, I was just commenting on some posts on Facebook.
Oh,
I saw. I actually.
Warrior.
I had to get my stuff in there. I actually saw a guy that I'd ridden with a long time ago named Billy Uhl, who's a old ISD 6 days rider. Well, I saw a picture of him, and I hope he's still alive. Yeah, but he was. It looked like he was having dinner with these guys. He invented this really awesome thing. and you think about like a switchback on a trail.
Yeah.
He made this thing where the switchback used to be, if the trail was conducive to it, you would actually go and build a turn, like an infinity sign. I think that's what he called it, the infinity turn. And you would ride past the switchback, up past it, and then turn down instead of having to pivot up. And then you would turn down and
I remember those. Yeah.
get this so you go and turn and get your speed up, and it led to trail sustainability and stuff. He was building a lot of trails up in Idaho. Trail advocacy and trail building and stuff like that. But
to keep you from starting at zero and spinning.
Yeah. You just ride past the turn and you go up and you do a turn and you turn and you go back up. And so it changes where you would actually make the trail go, because you're not hiking. Now you're riding on it. And so you find different spots to make these turns. And so I actually started incorporating into some of the trails that I built. And of course, all the guys that knew what it was didn't freak out. The guys that don't know, they stop where they see the trail coming up, and they stop, and then they jack the whole thing up. But if you know, you ride right past it, you just drop in, do your turn, and ride right up instead of doing a pick turn. So
cool.
Anyways, that's the thing. Yes, Tim Wharton from BajaBoundMoto.com. Go there if you want to go to Baja.
Okay, yeah, that too. But on your commercial, on the Scott commercial, it showed 4 pins for. Is that 4 pins for tear-offs?
Yeah.
On those new Scott?
Yeah, on the Prospect goggles. Yeah, there's not just single ones, because we haul ass these days, Tim. I know you're old and you don't not like me. I go so fast. If I just have the 2 pins, my tear-offs. But I use those laminated packs that they have when I'm getting roosted at the track, because that's what happens to me now. And I actually, believe it or not, I actually practice riding around pulling tear-offs off. And then I go around and pick them back up because I don't like polluting. So, yeah, 4 pins. Things are getting the stuff the gear these days is getting so cool. It's getting good.
Good.
I like the new climb gear I got last week.
Oh, you like your new climb gear?
Oh, it looks so good. It feels so good.
Yeah, man. I think. Do you need to turn your mic up, or are we hearing you okay? If we
really quiet.
Yeah, maybe Logan adjusted something over there we don't know about.
Oh,
that helps.
Oh, a switch. Yeah, there we go. There's our producer that doesn't know how to turn the switches on.
I turned it off because I wanted to throw Logan in the fire and see how I would handle it.
Okay.
And then because I was talking to him, so I turned the mic off and I never turned it on. So that's why Logan was really quiet earlier too.
And that activated his cooties and he had to leave.
Yep.
It's rough.
Been there.
It's gotta be rough. So with all those young girls running around the houses over there, you get cooties a lot.
Yeah.
So
poor Logan.
Okay, hey, we're gonna get a couple questions. I want to get to that. Do we find out about the recluse guy?
I did not hear back from him, but we
got
got
the
the
question
queued up.
I'm guessing it's this guy right here, right?
Ken
Bannister. Defeating the recluse clutch. So you can adjust the recluse slave cylinder and defeat the roost clutch to bump start your bike. Can you leave the recluse defeated and ride as though you had a normal clutch setup? And can you do this indefinitely?
Okay, so he has
basically, can you turn it on and off? I think is what.
Okay, let's. Okay, so I've got the question. Let's go ahead and give the second part.
Okay, I bought a 500 EXC that already had a recluse installed. I don't think I like it. It has put in some sketchy situations when locking the back brakes, sliding into corners or steep downhills, rocky sections, and expecting compression braking when I release the back brake, but there's nothing there. Okay, and not a good situation to throttle up, re-engage the compression braking. Okay, I don't need a recluse generally, and my riding instincts style do not align with it in my experience so far. But it's in there already, and there have been 2 occasions when I was not mad at having it. Long, loose, shit hill climbs loaded with camping gear.
So this is actually it's a really good question. I fished this one off of EXC and FE Performance Group, and so I saw this and I saw a couple of the comments, and a couple of them were just, take it out, dude, learn how to ride. And it was that. And,
boy.
And then there was a couple other people that kind of commented like, yes, you can, no, you can't. And I know this because it's something I've tested. So he's asking, because the slave unit is adjustable. And so let's just say your battery goes dead and you want to bump start your bike and you have a recluse in it, which you can't do because it's always slipping. You can actually loosen up the slave unit adjust, and it engages the clutch, and then the clutch kind of sort of acts like a manual clutch. In other words, you can bump start the bike now, which is a great thing if you have a bike without a Kickstarter these days. And he's asking, can I just back it out and unadjust it so that it works? And then your clutch will, at idle and when the clutch is disengaged, work like a normal clutch. And you can adjust, you can pull the clutch in and it'll work like a normal clutch, except if you pull the clutch in and you give it gas or you cause the RPMs to increase inside the motor, the clutch expands and it starts going again. So you're pulling the clutch in and then the bike goes.
Oh.
So it's just like when you decrease the clutch and it goes back in, because what that slave unit is doing is it's holding, if you adjust it properly, it's holding the clutch open to the point that the recluse piece will expand and cause it to engage. And what you do is you compress that, and then it's engaged, and then you can activate the clutch and it moves back and forth. And whether you're doing it with the slave unit on the KTM 500 XC or you're doing it by messing with the cable adjustment on a cable bike, you're changing what they call what do they call? They have a term for it. Free play gain. Free play gain. This is what you're adjusting. So on the hydraulic one specifically, if you pull the clutch in and then you gas it, it will engage the clutch and go. And then if you let go of the clutch, it will keep going. And if you pull it in again, it'll disengage it again. Okay. Kind of the same as it will, like when you're just using it normally. If you pull in the clutch, it'll disengage it momentarily. It's the same thing because that clutch is constantly expanding. And if it expands out and then you pull it in again, it's going to expand a little bit, but it has a limit. And so they've compensated for this in the design so that if you're, let's just say you're holding it wide open, the bike starts to loop out. If you pull the clutch in, it will disengage. Yeah. And it won't be able to expand anymore to kind of re-engage. So the answer is yes, you can do this, but you can use the clutch like normal from start and stop. But if you pull the clutch in and then give it gas again, the clutch will expand and it will do what it's not supposed to do. So you don't want to do this. So let's roll back. I know you're a good rider, and I know you don't need the clutch. Mm-hmm. Hey Tim, do you like recluse clutches?
Okay, I'm a hater, but I kind of like them. Okay, because good. I had a hernia surgery a few years ago, and we were going to go do a ride in Baja, a mostly single track ride. And I thought, man, I can't ride it. I need something a little more easy on me. So we put one in. The only reason we had one is because we took a guy to Baja. He's gone a couple times. He's ridden the whole length of Baja for fun with us, including a ton of single track and some famous windowy type trails. And the guy has one arm, left arm only. And he has only had the left, missing his right arm for like 6 years, not a lifer. And so the first time he rode with us, he had two arms. Then he came riding again, he has one arm. And he said, set up my bike with a recluse, left-hand throttle, everything on the left. And we're doing it.
Oh, wow.
And the guy's pretty badass.
That's awesome.
So we had this recluse. So we put it in the bike, in a 450X that I rode. And it was pretty amazing. I had no idea because we did some pretty slippery, rocky, steep climbs and stuff. And
hey, I'm glad you're
without it. I would typically have to take a couple little runs and get set up. And instead it's just, I couldn't believe zero wheel spin, how awesome it was.
Yeah, I'm glad you're a hater, by the way. No, it's funny because I think I'm a pretty good rider, and I have them in almost all of my bikes, and it's like I can go back and forth with them or without them, and in reality, you don't really use it that much, but when you really need it, for the most part, it kind of helps you out. And what it does is it teaches you how to trust the torque of the motorcycle. Like ordinarily, most people are going to be slipping their clutch like crazy when they could just let the clutch out and just let the torque of the bike do the work. But they're slipping the clutch and then they're engaging it at a higher, all this crazy stuff. So I get it that Ken, that you're probably not You don't need it. This is the thing. You don't need it's in there. Well, I would say give it a chance, but what your clutch is not set up properly. And this is the one thing that I harp on all the time with the Recluse clutch is I think that Recluse errs on the side of safety. Their biggest thing is they don't want the bike to stall. They're kind of setting it up as an anti-stall device. So they're having it disengage at a very, we'll call it safe margin.
Yep, early.
Early. It disengages early. And I typically run my Recluse with softer springs, which means it opens and expands earlier, and heavier wedges, which means it bites and grabs. It bites harder when it does bite, and it releases quicker when it does release. So I'm actually changing the engagement point down a little bit so it drags all the time. So in fact,
would your stall if you just
it doesn't. I'm so critical about how I set it up with my idle speed and with my free play gain and with all these things that my
keep
bikes
just
my
above
bikes do
that
not
edge?
stall. But if I put it in gear, it drags. And it may actually creep. You might have to touch your finger on your front brake just a little tiny bit to keep it from creeping on level ground. But on a slight incline, it's gonna sit there by itself, just sit there and idling. And so it's this combination. So the easy thing to do is without going inside, try bumping your idle speed up just a little bit, and that might get it to cause it to drag a little bit. But you can also call Idaho Joe at Recluse and tell him, I know you don't want me to do this, but what the hell's the Jimmy Lewis setup? and he'll know this. And you might have to play. You're still gonna have to play around with the idle, and the free play gain is mostly adjusted like they tell you to. But you can be like what they call it a tick. You can be a tick or two off in one direction or the other, and get it just where it's perfect. And then you don't even know you have the damn Recluse in there, and you can, for the most part, use the clutch like you ordinarily would. We put clients on bikes that have Recluses in them and don't tell them there's a Recluse in there.
You know how many bikes I've just tried to go wash and stuff like that, and I don't notice it till I try to stall the bike just to shut it off.
Yeah. It won't stall.
It won't stall.
We put clients on bikes. Sometimes we don't tell them it because I ask them. I go, does anybody want a Recluse? And I'm like, and I see no hands go up, and I go, shoot, we got 2 Recluse bikes that we gotta put in the fleet. Okay, we just won't say anything, and we just don't say anything, and they don't even know. So I've yet to have somebody that I put on a Recluse come and tell me, hey, does this bike have? Or they don't even know. It's like. I have had one guy go, I think there's something wrong with the clutch, because he goes, look, I can let the clutch out and the bike doesn't go anyplace. And I go, oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. I just didn't want to get into the discussion with what it was. But he was good at keeping his fingers on the clutch, but he's like, hey, I let the clutch out and it didn't stall. I'm like, oh, it's okay. So anyway, I think it's a little bit of I think it's a little bit of a setup thing. And then, but I wouldn't do what you're kind of suggesting doing. If you really want it out, take it out. And I think there's a couple people on that question that said, hey, I'll trade you straight away. You could probably trade it and get a solid $300 if you want to just go stock for stock back and forth. But give that thing a shot. Give it a try. Recluse doesn't even sponsor the show anymore. And I just said all that. So you can see how if you're a sponsor of this show, you're going to get special treatment. Even if you drop us as a sponsor, you will get special treatment. With that, I need to talk about a Yamaha 4-stroke, don't I?
Send it.
Hey, real quick.
Oh, yeah.
About Yamahas.
Right.
Have you ridden the new YZ125s?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I have 1.5 YZ125s, and the running one is an 06, and the not running one is an 05.
Yeah, they're all junk. They're all junk. They're all junk. You should just bring it over to my house, and I'll dispose of it for you. I have an 05 too. I have a 2022 and an 05.
Giant difference or not?
Not giant, but everything. This is the problem when manufacturers make new bikes and they make like a big step like this. It's all the stuff that you want to do to your old one, but you can't. It's going to cost way too much money, or it's just going to be hard to do. And that's where the new one is. It's it's a definitely marked improvement, and it's probably a little bit more, kind of on the race side of things. They've made it a little bit better for the kids that want to be kind of racing and stepping up with these things. But it's a really good bike. But yeah, I'll take your. I think we should go out and race 125s again, Tim. No, wait, I don't race anymore. I gotta.
I'd race again to do that.
Yeah, don't.
Hey, we can make some great content.
Yeah,
out of that.
Yeah, don't buy one. Don't ride one if you don't want to buy one. Let's put it that way. So,
damn it.
Hey, if you're thinking about a Yamaha 4-stroke bike, the line of 4-strokes will take you to Victory Zone. That's what it says right here. YamahaMotorsports.com and explore what's new and improved for 2022. I think they're working because I watched this guy. His name's Eli Tomac.
Oh.
And he seems to be winning on those things quite a
Former
bit.
guest of Tech Talk Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, he's been on Tech Talk Taco Tuesday before.
I'm going to credit our show for his resurgence this year.
Obviously.
That was one of the first times that I think I noticed it that day. He was, because we actually kind of joked that we knew he'd signed, and he was just in a better mood.
He seemed happy.
Yeah,
he was like the first time I ever seen him happy.
He was at a media event and he just was like smiling and hanging out with people. Like
that's because he gets to ride the brand new YZ450F with Monster Energy Yamaha Racing Edition graphics on it.
That was a good tie-in.
Yeah.
That was a good tie-in.
So anyways, visit YamahaMotorsports.com. Hey, the best thing about those 4-strokes, by the way, is the power tuner. Just say,
100%.
And if you need a good map for it, you can email Jimmy at dirtbiketest.com, and I have a better map than any of the other donkeys on the internet. So.
I think my buddy Kevin's still waiting for his map.
I
forgot to bring it up.
He never emailed me. So, okay. Hey, you know who's in the chat room right now, Tim? You might recognize his name, Roger Hurd. And he says he wants to race.
He would race 125s with you and me.
Yeah, and he wants to race like in the old days.
I think I should do it.
Yeah, he's
okay.
So he remember that? You remember that year we got beaten Baja? Now I always sit here and just because Roger comes in every once in a while in the chat, I just beat him up because I'm like, oh, Roger, I beat you all the time. He was on the team that beat us that year in Baja. Him. I think it was John Brash and probably one of the K-Well brothers. I don't remember. He'll chime in and do it. But yeah, they kicked our asses. That's good. But good to see Roger in there. I guess he raced with you too, didn't you race with Roger?
Yeah. Roger, myself, Jeff Martinez raced 125 a few times. Roger and myself raced KX250 in Baja together. I don't think we ever raced KX500s. I think just KX 125s and 250s. Speaking of Roger, and now we're talking about this again, you got to look at my Facebook little movie I made today. KX500.
You make movies on Facebooks?
A little video thing. I'm terrible at that social media stuff.
Yeah, me too. All I know is that I have a really active, Grindr account, Matt?
Very active.
Yeah. I get it professionally managed. It's
don't ask me about who manages it.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
So I'm going to do the only Grinders account real soon where that way people pay me, right?
It's the only service I will never ask for the tip.
Good one, Matt.
We thought Logan was here still. Logan rubbed off on you with that one. So, okay. So I answered that question. What does Eric Hermstad say?
What is a good lightweight jacket that'll fit in my giant loop Mojave saddlebag? This is a 2-part question. I'm interested in the second half.
Lightweight jacket, the
Revolt.
The Revolt, that's that pullover that I wear all the time, right?
Yeah. Same
so
one.
So the Revolt's a little bit bulky.
Light.
It's you can pack down pretty good, but it as far as like if you're really dealing with cold, that is the go-to. But they also make a pack jack type of a thing, and I'm trying to think of the name for that thing, but it's thinner. It's not as durable.
I think you're back with the Revolt's the thin one.
The Revolt.
It's basically a windbreaker.
What's the pullover that I wear? I did test on them. I can't remember names, so it's so hard.
It's the orange one. That's the only thing I know.
No, that's what Heather says when I say, what kind of bike you want to ride? She goes, the orange one.
The 300. They're all 300.
The orange one. Yeah, they're all 300. So they're all orange. So there's a smaller one. Hey, what you need to do is just go to Climb. And the one that I'm talking about, the one that's heavier, is a snow item. It's not in the motorcycle stuff. But then they have like a Gore-Tex shell.
It's the powder something is one you're talking about.
Power Cross.
Power
X Cross.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay. The Revolt's the really thin one.
Really thin one.
Packs down into nothing.
Doesn't have much to it.
Those are in my generally almost always in my backpack.
Very pre-warm for how lightweight they are.
Exactly.
Pre-warm.
Yeah, like the other one, I'll run through bushes and like run the elbows into the ground and all that stuff, and it's good. Where the Revolt, you could tear it if you.
It tears,
it's a lighter one.
It's tough for what it is. It's good. All right, second half of this. I also keep hearing about these counter shocks. Any thoughts?
Counter shocks.
I just Googled it.
What is it? Oh, is that
it's
the
thing that bolts on the forks, and I don't know what the hell it is.
It's a oscillating. It's exactly what it is. So I used to run these when I raced Supermoto. It's a tube that has a weight in it that's sprung on both sides. It's a vibration isolator.
That's what my Ducheveau has for
shock absorbers. Yeah, it's a counter. It's like a counterweighting thing. You know what? They work. Okay. In certain parameters, and when they go out of their working parameter, they amplify the problem.
They start going the other way.
This is why they can work for some things and not for others, and this is why you're not seeing them in other places. Yes, Bob has raised his hand.
Run in one frequency range, and you have to make sure you know what your frequency range is that you have the trouble with to get it to down.
Bob started talking about frequency ranges and other stuff that I just explained by saying it works when it works and it doesn't when it doesn't. Because I'm trying to keep it simple for the people here. These people aren't trying to like launch a reusable rocket into space and come back alive with M&Ms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that what you try to give me, an M&M? I found one. Remember? I said, "What's that?" I have to talk about it later. So, okay, Revolt is a pullover that they took the pocket out of.
It doesn't have a pocket anymore,
but what's the Gore-Tex? So the Revolt pullover is
not Gore-Tex.
It's not the Gore-Tex one.
Yeah, you also get
I got a bone up on the I just don't have time to do my research on
the
the
next
thing.
size
Matt,
up in the
but Matt over here is. Are you on my grinder account or
the
what?
next size
no,
up?
I'm
is
getting stuff ready for Rooster Endo.
The inversion is Gore-Tex, got pockets, got some vents. Tough.
Inversion's the inner layer though. That's the base layer.
Shit.
Yeah.
God damn it.
It's names. Yeah, too much with the names. George, figure it out.
I got a few different ones. I don't remember. I like the Revolt though. Almost always go to
there's a
Revolt.
Gore-Tex, just a pullover. It's like the Gore-Tex pullover.
If you're on a dirt bike, you can almost always get away with the Revolt. I mean, like I don't know about a dual sport where you're like on the street and just taking wind. But if you're riding somewhat physical, like that Revolt goes a long ways.
Yeah. I agree. Whatever the Gore-Tex one is, that's the go-to for when it gets cold. And Bob's raving his hand up here again.
Well, the other Jimmy is a famous golfer, and I'm wondering why he just doesn't use golfing windbreakers.
Because we're sponsored by a Climb.
They are nice though.
Climb, and
they cost more than Climb though.
No, that's what I always used to
Yeah,
they cost more than Climb though.
we're trying to figure out the. Seth Watersfall says, "Excuse me." Well, I was able to see what he said, but we're trying to get things up here. Cancel. How do the fuel ignition changes work with the Yamaha maps? When you add, subtract fuel, what effects does it have? When you advance the ignition timing, what effect does that have? That's a great question, Seth.
How does the moon come up? It just does.
No. It's a really good question. So I actually, on dirtbiketest.com, I wrote an article about how these fuel injections, the stowaway jacket. Mark Daniels, you win. I want to give you something.
Give him your stowaway.
Go up there and grab that stuff by that Raid can up there, Jimmy, and I'm pretty sure there's a Climb item, and I'm going to somehow get it to him. Not the Raid can, just the kit that's up there. Yeah. There's some stuff. Mark, you're winning a prize package. So somehow get in touch with Matt, and we'll make it. At least, is there a shirt? What's the kind of shirt is it?
We got
the Climb hat, and
an Eagle FM hat.
You can have that. That's a good one. So, okay, we're going to send you some Climb stuff, Mark. But
Mark, reach out to me at matt@jimmylewisoffroad.com.
Yeah. So that's a good hoodie. Are you XL? Can you wear XL?
Yeah, that's A-stars. But
let us know. Hey, it was there. It's going away. I'd send some Climb stuff if I had it, but I don't. I wore it all myself. Send him a George sticker. What, this one here?
Yeah, boom.
This
He gets
George
a
sticker? We'll put that in the prize pack as well.
graphics kit.
George is going to pay for the shipping. That's how it works. Back to the question. So the way you have to think about it is fuel is traction and ignition is throttle response. This is the easy way. I'm just breaking it down in the simple thing. Go read the damn article that I basically puked out some brain cells into the internets, and it's there for you to learn from. But fuel is traction, ignition is throttle response. The more fuel you add, the more traction feeling you get. The more fuel you take away, the leaner you get, the less traction you feel. It feels like the bike spins a little easier. Now that's in relation to what you're doing with the throttle, but don't think about the fuel in relation to the quote throttle response. If you want to spice the throttle response up, typically you add ignition. So advance the ignition. If you retard the ignition, and by retard I mean disadvantaged learning, you take away some of the throttle response. So it's that simple. But this only works within a range that generally the manufacturer allows you to work within. But sometimes you can make it too rich or too lean, and you're going to get kind of the opposite or a bad effect. Or you can too much ignition or too little ignition, and it can not work like I'm speaking. But if you're within a range, like if you're stock and you're going a few here or a few there, but if you really want to see how it works, make a big change and just try it, just quickly try it like that. And the good thing about the Yamaha Power Tuner, it's so easy. It's so easy to make your adjustments. And I've told people to actually mark their throttle, like, the throttle position 25, 50, so they actually can maybe look at it to see where the throttle position is. And you can even on that Power Tune app, you can adjust where you're making the adjustments. So you can, if you're really picky about the bottom end, you can make it at, 5, 10, 20 and 25%, or you can shift it up to be, like 50 and 75%. So the app is amazing.
It's cool.
And it's very similar to the Get app that you can use on the Get Power Tuners. But Mark, you're getting an XL. Big tickets is a winner. So hopefully that answers your question about the fuel tuning. But I think it was Seth. That's a really good question. Those are the kind of questions that we actually try to aim here, and except for when I talk about myself all the time. So, Tim, do you have any other good stories of me winning races or anything like that?
Me winning races?
No, me.
Oh, okay.
I don't like to talk.
Guy, if you're talking about winning races over here.
Well, you have to say you need to take some credit for me winning the Baja 1000 in 1998.
XR600?
XR600, because if I hadn't gone racing in Baja with you, I probably wouldn't have gone racing in Baja at all. So there.
Well, I don't know about that, but that was you and Johnny. I think you guys did it like half and half or something.
Like men? Yeah, we did it. We did it like men. Yeah. It was done properly. I think a proper peninsula run takes 2 men. San Felipe Bob would disagree with that.
What has San Felipe Bob ever done? I don't understand.
I think he'll post something up in the chat.
Probably.
Yeah, he will.
Well, he said one time in Baja.
One time in Baja.
It's like that one time in band camp.
Let's see. Chris Smith says, I have to search for that article. I put a few Yamaha apps, pre-made apps on the bike, and was wondering what all those numbers meant.
Oh, he won't have to search for long. I'll pull it up and put it in the chat.
Yeah, Matt's going to do you a favor there, but it's there's some people who just want plug and play. I get this, but if they give you the tools to make your bike so much better for you, why not use it? And in fact, even when back when we were testing, when Yamaha first came out with the handheld tuner and stuff like that, it took that bike and made it the best bike for me every time, because I already kind of liked how the chassis and stuff worked, but because I could make the motor do stuff, it changed the way the whole chassis and suspension, everything worked when you get your motor working right. It's amazing how they're all tied together these days, and made it's game changing. Really good thing on those things. And I'm not just saying that because Yamaha supports this show. I'm saying it because it's true.
It's a cool app.
Yeah, it's a cool app. Okay. Bob only did 1,600 hours in Baja, and it took him 59 hours. 1,600 miles in 59 hours. That was it.
He should have took 10 more hours, and that would have been really nice.
To make it 69 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe he needs a Grinder account.
Maybe. All right. I think it's time for Rooster Endo.
Okay, let's get into the segment we like to call Roost or Endo. Oh, we have the board. It's already up.
Yeah.
So, Tim, you may wonder what Roost or Endo is, but it's basically where our viewers, in search of $100 Taco Moto gift certificate, send us in a picture of their bike. They're supposed to give us the make and model, which is important because sometimes I can't tell what it is because they've modified them so far. They send in a picture of their bike, and if it's a Husaberg 570, I push the bell, and it wins. But if not, then we talk about it. Oh, boy.
Can you read me the name?
Yeah, Victor Andre.
Okay, so Tim, just look in the Zoom chat and I'll send
Victor.
them to you.
Sounds kind of familiar.
Yeah, this guy, we know this guy. 1998 XR 400R. Rare just like real men. that like to ride these bad beasts. It will turn your right gastrocnemic muscle into a piece of granite. Oil change every 2 decades and whatever is available. Blinker fluid by Tijuana Lubricants. Piston return spring made in America. Acme. Made in America by Acme. Rear Maxxis IT Desert. Found at Glen Helen parking lot. Good place to get tires.
Oh, you've done that before.
No, not me, but
really?
I've made the kid do that.
Oh.
All the time. He used to run around there and get all the tires for 65s. Front tire Dunlop Sports K490 with a Cherubies 2.5 tank and handguards. Chinese cheap ass phone holder.
No, that tank's a 4.5. Trust me.
Oh, yeah. I think
Is that a typo?
it must be.
Unless he's talking about the one on the forks.
No, it's got the stock headlight. I can see. Hey, I am a connoisseur of the XR400, so keep going.
Yeah. Okay. Where was it? 2.5 Chinese cheap phone holder, a Cherubies mirror, 2-stage reeds. These bikes are not made anymore, just like women that cook and clean. Has to be chained up every night. Helmet required. You will end up like Superman. Oh, that's not. I like the last line.
Hey, Tim.
Superman's not doing so good.
So you had XR400s in your fleet for a long time, yeah?
Yeah, we did.
I think I was the owner of at least 6 XR400s, and the last 4 of them that I sold, and I'm not kidding you, I sold them to people I knew, and these people are not allowed to sell them without selling the bike back to me.
Without offering it, yeah.
So the deal is they have to. I'm first right of refusal on the reownership, and they can sell it back to me for, I don't know, it was $200 or $500 less than So they're basically renting it for. Well, now it's been like 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
One of them was electric start. I ruined that one. That was. I thought that was going to be the best mod ever, and because I had to put this ATV ignition into it to make it all work, and it wrecked the awesome power delivery of the XR400. I hate to say that, but man, that was some poetry that Victor wrote about.
Not bad. Yeah, I'm gonna.
That's
right there and
save it in the Tacosaurus. There's no doubt, 100% that this bike roosts. This is a roost.
Oh yeah, she's a rooster.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a sweeter one in your email, Jimmy, according to Jennifer.
Oh, somebody sent a better one to my email. I think because did Jen finish top 5 in the Nora Mexico 1000 on an XR400?
Yes, fifth overall. And if they had actually done penalties correctly, it was probably higher than 5th.
Oh, penalties, huh? You're relying on the penalties to improve the performance.
Well, it would have been nice.
I mean, that's how Max Verstappen won the F1 championship.
Who was that? Victor who sent that last one?
This is Victor sent this in.
So
Yeah,
did we tell you endo or
Oh, yeah, you
or what?
yeah.
Or do we
So
wait
if
till
it,
the end?
no, right now we can decide. Well, people say that I'm kind of like what is it when you just overrule everybody? The supreme leader,
Dictator, tyrant, whatever you want.
yeah, something like that. But hey, what do you think? Do you think this roosts or endos?
Oh, it's an XR400 at Roost.
Okay, yeah. That's
with
we're in
his
agreement
poetry,
here.
It's even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a definite roost. Put it close to the Husaberg. Put it not on the Husaberg. Yeah, there we go. I'm happy with that
Okay.
spot. Victor, good job. I like women that wash dishes and clean the floors.
This one here, I can't tell you much about what it is. The pictures, it doesn't say, and honestly, the picture's so
What's
green.
the guy's name?
Oh, Rich Slather.
Rich?
Sather.
Rich. Oh, let me try.
Oh,
to
this one has this one has a video.
Rich,
this one has a video.
Rich
Oh.
Sather. Yeah, Rich Sather.
So let me play the video. For
Okay,
this
we're
one
gonna play
really
a
quick.
video.
Tim, I don't know if you're going to see this video, so sorry.
I'm so good at I'll talk over it for our podcast viewers.
There we go.
The good. Oh, hold on. Well, turn that.
That is very loud.
Yeah, turn that down. We're gonna adjust the sound on this so
Give me a
my
second.
ears don't blow up.
Maybe play a different. Let's go to a different.
go
one
to a
while I fix
different one.
that.
Okay,
While I fix that. Hold on. Professional show.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be fine. That's what they said about my eardrums right before that last little clip.
Yeah.
played.
You know what?
man.
It's fine. Workers' comp, right?
Oh boy.
Yeah. You know, can you tell what that is from that?
All right, Tim, there we go. Send it to you.
You know, there's certain things that you can't stop staring at. Like if there's two things that are in front of you,
Yeah, there were
two big things that are like right in front of you, and okay, so
Jimmy Lopez's bike here. We got a XR 650R.
are you going to try to? While we're doing this, are you going to try to put the other bike up on the screen too, or is this too many things at once?
No, give me a second. No, it's not too many things at once.
Jimmy Lopez.
It's Jimmy Lopez, right?
Yeah, it's got this. This one has two big things staring at you.
Oh yeah,
there it is, right there.
I understand.
Yeah.
That thing.
We got Precision Concept suspension with CR shock body.
Hey, I can see this photo, and you didn't even say what this bike is yet, but I can already tell just by the shape. Because some people are able to look past the obvious and see what it is. That is an Honda XR 650.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
The R model.
the R. Did you say that already, or I didn't?
I did say it.
Oh,
but
I just ignored you?
That's fine.
Okay, so yeah, XR 650R. I see the two big things out in front. Those are headlights.
Yeah.
You thought we were talking about
He's
something
got
else.
a CR shock body on it. Precision Concepts built the suspension. IMS tank, mooses, braking 270 front rotor, Scott's dampener, Renthal bars, vented side panel, jetted, HRC cam, KMY head porting, Pro Circuit Team Honda exhaust, Baja Designs dual output stator, Baja Designs dual sport LED kit, California plated frame mounted CB Oscar headlights. Ciabi? How do you say that?
CB.
CB. Yeah. RMS mount for tablet or USB charger. Double take mirrors, not on.
He's got an Achirby's floppy mirror on it. The little one. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, I'll tell you what. This guy has some inside info. He's got some good.
That motor build sounds pretty
He's
specific.
got some good intel on that HRC cam and some of the other things with it. I like that he has the Kirk Caselli sticker on the front.
I do too.
The KC66. By the way, if you don't know what the Kirk Caselli Foundation is, they definitely help out racers and they're really into safety. So if you're just listening to this, go check that out sometime. I really believe in all the stuff that group is doing. But back to this bike, the running the CB headlights, that's an old Bruce Ogilvy. Those lights had a shape and a pattern. This is before there was a Baja Designs. These were the
kit.
The kit. Yeah, this is the ones you running low tide.
I'm all right.
Low tide situation over there. So that's a really good bike. I want to know why the seat's on the floor. And why we got this angle. I wonder if he's not proud of it from this.
He's proud of them headlights.
He's proud of the headlights. You know how sometimes people have good angles,
but you can
take
take a handlebar and still see a bike and see the headlights.
Yeah, they
handlebars does not fit.
It's like you just gotta you just got a boob job and you don't care about anything else.
Yeah.
And that's all you're showing when I want to look at the whole package because this thing may not know how to clean the dishes and wash the floors.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
They don't
and
cook
all of
and
a sudden
clean.
you're just looking at a set of headlights.
All right.
So I'm having a hard time. Tim, what do you think about the XR650 here?
Oh, here, that's him.
Because Tim has had many XR650s.
The 1X replica sits in my house.
Oh, that's a different bike. What?
Yeah.
Okay, Tim,
So-
your turn.
Yeah. Well, you had me at XR, and it has a carburetor, and it has a lot of the good stuff. So I'm in love with that bike.
Do you still ride? Do you still ride an XR650?
It's my fucking favorite.
Oh,
Absolutely, I love them.
hey, you wouldn't happen to have like a ring gear for the electric start thing for the Baja Designs kit, would you?
No, I'd have to look. Kip gave me a box of parts, and there might be something in there. It's too heavy to look through.
Okay, well, Heather, my wife, she literally will not let me sell my XR650, and the only reason it doesn't get used is because that ring gear is worn out, and I don't want to kickstart anything. No. But I start it up. I go out and kick that sucker once a month, so I never have to clean the carburetor. And it's one of the few bikes that I'm still pretty religious about doing this. But if I can get that ring gear, I'll do it. But otherwise, I'll trade you for those YZ125s. And this thing, I just rebuilt the motor less than like 500 miles ago, so it's good for another 60,000.
Well, I would trade Jimmy Lopez YZ125s for that or his other one. I'm not sure if I'd trade you.
Does he have mine's like, I don't race anymore, Tim. It has no race miles on it. It's only gone through the Altar Desert like 7 times. And the time that it sucked
race either. You know how many bloody miles mine have on them?
The time it sucked all the dirt out of it, all I did was just pressure wash the inside of the airbox, and I made sure most of the sand washed out before it went in the air boot, and then it was good. I just put it back together and kept riding it. This bike is cherry. It's Heather's favorite bike, and we would go adventure bike riding on it right now, and I trust it 100%. Yeah, this bike roosts. This is definitely a rooster.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely, plus a wheelie.
Yeah, and a wheelie too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and his name's Jimmy, so he could probably be a co-host in the show.
Yeah, he's good.
We can be Jimmy Cubed.
See, we're sponsored by Yamaha, and all we're doing is roosting on roosting on the Hondas.
Okay,
your agreement, that's a roost, right, Tim? We don't even have to ask, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. This
Okay.
Chris Smith. Is this Chris Smith? Is this?
I think we should
Chris
try the video submission again.
Oh, we're gonna try. Okay.
Just take your headset off because I don't think it's too loud. I think the monitoring volume is really loud.
Our producer is warning us about this, but we'll go ahead and go. Here we go.
Okay, we're gonna try. This is Rich again.
He's got a video. Is he gonna launch?
Oh no, he just
really whooped out at the bottom.
Oh, he's gonna do the hoopty-doos and go up the hill. Rich needs to come to my riding school.
A little bit.
Yes, he does. Oh, yeah, he's coming to school.
Get her,
Dude, you can tell he's not wide open because the elbow is not in front of the throttle. How many
To the
times
road.
did you look that up?
Pass the road.
Well, it's finally opening up because it flattened out. Is there a loop out in this video?
He's got 2 cameramen. See the
He's
other
got
guy?
got two cameramen.
I want to be this guy.
Yeah. Okay.
I never had a guy
Okay. Headphones
cameraman.
can come back on. Hopefully, if you're wearing headphones at home,
So he's got
No, it was good for them. It was the monitoring volume.
it was good.
loud.
It was good. It was as good for them as it was
So the
for
stream
us.
volume was fine for us.
Okay, let's hear about Rich's bike.
Here's what Rich Scott's done to her. It's all done now. Electron carb, recluse clutch, fat head, top cylinder head.
I should have told you it sounded like electron car because it actually. Do you notice how it sounded kind of smooth?
Yeah,
It never
yeah.
the acceleration never surged out.
Yep.
Yep, that's
18-inch rear wheel. Must be a motocross model, huh? 3.0 gallon gas tank, 10-ounce flywheel. Oh, I'm thinking he converted a motocross bike, right?
Hold on, wait. We don't even know what bike this is. He
don't.
He didn't tell us what bike this is.
That's on me.
Matt.
I forgot the year, but it's a CR250.
Right. Okay. It's a CR250.
Sean Elliott is in the chat. He can remind me. I'm so sorry. This is on me, actually, not on the viewer.
How's Sean gonna?
So this is Sean's friend. This bike's done the Desert 100.
I know the guy that won the Desert 100. He teaches my off-road curriculum.
Yeah.
Paul Neff.
Yeah.
He was hauling.
I told him just go out there and have fun, and he went out and had fun smoking everybody on a rally bike.
On a rally bike, dude.
Well, hey, he was smoking me on when he was on the rally bike and the slow bike drills here in the school.
Let's see. So
we got a Shinko fatty front tire, Moto Z tractionator rear tire. There's another one of those things.
Yeah.
A DEP pipe with E-line carbon guard. I've never heard of a DEP pipe. What's that?
It's a. I think they're British.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
A Cherubies handguards, Mica handlebars, engine, suspension, linking, all gone through. New style front fender and plate, graphics, seat covers. Going to take it out for a ride. Right on, dude.
He's got it set up.
Is the red plate with the number 1 on it a bold move or what?
I didn't even catch that.
It's a bold move, man. Bold move, Cotton. Bold move.
But you know what? He might have grown up. His first bike might have been one of those Yamahas that came stock with those, and he's just become accustomed to it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to give him this. I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt there, because like you used to buy Yamahas back in the day, and they came with the number 1. And it wasn't. It was like an Evil Knievel number 1. So
yeah. That's I know exactly what you're talking about.
Was Ricky
with that hill climb conquering move right there? It definitely a patented riding style that I
is red plate holder
on me for saying that it didn't work out, but it worked out.
He's got the number 1 plate. You don't.
You know, the only other issue I have with it is the way he has that one angled on the side plate. It's kind of angled.
It's a little.
It's angled. Bro, you got to tilt it more so when you go to that 12 o'clock position when you're doing the Willy Boy stuff.
Throw her up.
Then it stands it straight up. So, I don't know. I'm gonna let the panel kind of help. Matt, do you want to? Where do you go on this one? I honestly, if Rich has tuned his Electron carb, his fat head cylinder head, and his deep depth pipe, if he's got it tuned all together, which I think would be pretty miraculous, or it just shows that the Electron carb is amazing at working in a wide range of situations, which I think they actually are.
I was going to say, it sure kind of looked like it. I mean,
pretty
good hill.
He wasn't just.
It was a big sand hill, and
it wasn't just on the pipe the whole time.
And it's a motocross. It's a CR, so it was.
His approach could be a little bit left to be desired.
It's like how I used to hit hills.
Hey, but the thing is that bike's so good, it pulled him up.
Got to the top of the hill, didn't he?
All right.
I think that was his goal, and he did it.
Was this the year that Carmichael won Supercross on Honda, or was he still on Cowie at this point?
What year was it?
01.
01?
Yeah, was because I'm trying to think of where the number 1 on that bike would come from.
I don't know.
The red plate, not for motocross. I don't get.
Tim, it's a Honda. That 50% there, but 2-stroke. That's a no go for you.
I'm into it.
Oh, you're into it.
I didn't get to see the video.
Oh,
I'm not so sure about this Electron carb thing. I'm an XR guy, right? I love my XR 650s, and all these whistle dicks change the carburetors on them for some dumb reason. So I'm
totally in agreement. I don't believe that I've ever ridden a XR 650, and I've ridden a lot of different carbs on them. Never as good as stock. And when I used to race with Johnny and rode Johnny's race bikes that had XR 650s, stock carbs.
There you go.
Remember, that's a factory effort, unlimited budget, do whatever you want. It wasn't because they told us to.
Regular forks.
Regular fork, conventional fork. Don't put. Hey, I have a set leaning on the wall. I have a set of upside down forks with pro circuit clamps that are all set up for an XR 650. You know where they're sitting?
Not on the bike.
Not on the bike, on the wall. Oh, let's get back to this bike.
Someone else ruined their bike.
Okay, Tim, we're going to go really quick. I'm going to call your name. You say Rue Storendo. Tim, Rue Storendo.
Okay, I'll give it a roost because
Okay. Jimmy?
it's a Honda 2.
I'm gonna go right in the middle of the road.
No, there's no waffling here.
Oh,
Mr.
Endo then.
Okay. Matt?
It's a roost, but it's just above the neutral territory.
I'm going Endo.
I agree.
We tied, so it's sitting right in the middle, and then we're not gonna disclose where it actually sit.
Yeah.
It's like there's no waffling around here, but we just did it officially.
Yeah, we'll get some.
Hey, it made the hill climb, and if you had to listen to that and it blew your ears out,
Oh no, it didn't. We're the only ones whose ears got blown out.
okay.
And people in the chat said it was fine.
Okay. George probably wants to buy the bike from
Honda
the guy.
Night for sure.
Oh, Honda. Wait, okay.
And this is an XR88 XR600. That's all it says about it.
It says 88 XR 600.
Yep.
Okay, what's the guy's name?
Oh, David Hopewell.
David Hopewell. And it doesn't say anything else.
That's it, my son.
Doesn't say anything else. He
For
just submitted that, and
It well, that's how much we know about it. So
Yep.
Yeah.
it's an 88 XR 600.
looks like it has some
can
saddlebags.
Here's the thing is
Got no kickstand, I'm guessing.
I can tell you about a kickstand's down there on the side. I can see it hanging down.
It's
the side
on a
of the
lift
picture.
stand though.
Yeah, but
And a lift stand, kickstand, cool.
yeah, he's got a rack. It looks like he has some giant loop bags. He's got a tank bag that's strapped on there, but he's taking the thing off. It looks like he has some sort of a Pro Taper-esque style bar, but I can't really tell. Don't know what tires he's got on it. He's got buddy pegs, and I want to know how those got on there. Like, did he weld those things on there?
Oh, the
Yeah. Stock muffler? Yeah. But since he didn't tell us it endos.
yeah.
Didn't follow the rules, you're not getting $100. Yeah.
I was going to give him an Endo, even though it's a fantastic motorcycle. He kind of raped it, so Endo.
He raped it.
Oh, here we go.
How did he do that, Tim?
Look at those. Why do you have a tank bag?
To carry your
What
camera.
is up with-
He could have been part of the photo crew for that other guy that just did the hill climb. Because that guy was bringing photo crews out. He had one guy at the bottom that shot the video, and there was another guy sitting up at the top with probably a camera too. So this guy might be his photo crew. You just never know.
Maybe next Tuesday I'll submit the 88 XR600 that's down in my shop.
Oh. Yeah, maybe. Could win $100, Tim, from tacomoto.com.
Yeah.
Tacomoto Co. Okay, here we go. Chris Smith.
Chris
Is Chris Smith one of our regular viewers?
I believe so.
Has this
He's
bike
in
been
the chat.
Has this bike been submitted before?
Not this
Is
one.
he
I don't
double
think so.
dipping?
I don't think this one has.
No,
When
it
you
has
see-
not.
When you see the year, he has not.
No, I don't think
submitted
it
this
has.
one before.
It's a 2022 YZ250F. Still need to throw handguards on it and pick up a skid plate. Really don't plan on doing much to it other than small things to make swapping setups quicker.
Okay, so when he's talking about swapping setups,
He's talking supermoto, huh?
he's got supermoto tires in this thing. And you know what we think about supermoto tires? I am personally responsible for killing supermoto in the United States. I've been told this before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I wouldn't put it in Dirt Rider magazine. And I really have to just, take a step back and go, supermoto bikes have what kind of tires on them?
Well, not dirt tires, so
And Dirt Riders about
I would think dirt.
knobbies. Yeah. So, okay. So it does look like it'd be a lot of fun though.
Darn right. It's
Actually, I know it's fun because I used to race supermoto. I had a really good time. I just couldn't afford tires. But Chris, that's a sweet bike. But even though it's a Yamaha, and even though Yamaha, and it's a 2022.
It's brand new.
Yeah. You know what? It could take him into victory zone. And the only way he would know is to go to YamahaMotorsports.com to find your Yamaha YZ and enter victory zone. So he's most of the way there. He's got his Yamaha YZ.
But that ad read talks about motocross, right? Not supermoto.
It
Yeah, well, they don't make a
for
supermoto
motocross
bike.
riders
Yep.
driven to dominate. Yep, I guess you're going to dominate the streets of. Where are you located, Chris? What streets are you dominating on this? And if you put a number 1 on it, make sure you put it at the 12 o'clock position, and then maybe we can reconsider the positioning of this bike.
And a film crew.
And see if you can get the guy with the XR600 to come out and do some filming with his camera back
Right there.
on the top.
Okay.
That's
that's
we're just trying
race.
to, we're at the point now where we have to decide who wins. it's going to be a Honda night. It's going to be a Honda night, and Tim, who do you think gets the $100?
Okay, we started with Victor, right?
Victor, yeah, the XR400.
Then we had Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
God, it's got
Yep.
Big headlights.
Right.
Big headlight.
What was? Oh, and then we had the CR250 guy.
That was Rich. Yeah.
Yep.
The name's
Wasn't
on
there
the
one
photo.
more?
My bad.
Was there only 2 XRs tonight?
No, there was
There was this XR over here, but this one
Yeah.
he
The
didn't,
XR they didn't put.
he didn't follow the rules. So
He's out.
I know what I think, but then again, I think I think I might get in trouble a little bit for this one, but I think I'm good. But go ahead. I'll just disqualify. You guys go first. I'll disqualify your opinions.
I'm kind of leaning towards the creativity of Victor.
Well, Victor put a lot of effort into his post, no doubt.
Did.
Yep. Yeah. I second that emotion, man.
As much as I looking at two big, gigantic, enormous
Yeah, it was
headlights.
this guy built a pretty cool bike.
As much as I like seeing that, Victor took this to the next level. He did. He made me laugh. He's got a good, solid bike there. I just hope that's not one of the ones that I used to own that he bought and butchered it a little bit.
Is he one of the guys on your return list?
He probably bought it from one of my friends, talked one of my friends out of it or something like that. But yeah, I like Victor's jib there. I think that XR400 is a winner. It's been a winner. That bike's been a winner in my book for a long time until I sold everyone I had because I was sick of mediocrity and I needed Husabergs in my life.
Mm-hmm. Sitting.
So with that, Victor, you're a winner. Make sure you get your info to Matt, and we will get you hooked up with Takamoto, and maybe you can buy. I have no idea that funnel. Do you think that funnel would screw into that thing?
Maybe. I think they should buy the. I think you should put a deposit on the snorkel thing that they have.
Oh, the underwater kit.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
The underwater kit.
It's still in development, is what they say.
So yeah, Victor. Even though you're a friend of the show, I didn't read. I was reading the small print, and we don't disqualify you from winning. Even though, yeah, that's the thing. And Bobby says, "Oh yes, you can, but it's in the form of rubber boogers and peat gravel." So if you know what I'm talking about, there, you probably need to be in the chat room.
Yeah.
So. Hey Tim, anything else you want to talk about? Bring up in a public forum, try to destroy me.
Yeah. So you were talking about the first right of refusal on these XR400s you're selling, and you make a deal with whoever you sell it to.
Mm-hmm.
So I sold a set of those XR600 twin pipes. I think Jamie built those when you raced with Johnny.
Right. So. HRC had a spec for twin pipes, and this was on an XR600. So the XR600 had dual exhaust ports, kind of like the XR400, and even the early KTM RFS had two exhaust ports that were separate the whole way. And it is proven that if you keep the exhaust gases separate the whole way out, it produces a different style of power. In fact, that's why Honda kept playing around with this twin pipe concept. They know what it does, and it's just a matter of, is it worth the gain, the power gain, all these different things. But yeah, so those were so they sent the spec over here, and a few different people built them. I think Jamie built some, but yeah, you had a set.
I had a set with the airbox, with the left side number plate that was pretty special, and I sold them to somebody, and I said, I get first right on those things. Don't effing sell those things, or don't sell them with your XR. They're gone.
I sold a bike. I sold a kind of a replica of our race winning 1998 bike to NAR, the Dave Manriquez, and I don't know where that bike is, but I gave him the same thing. He had the twin pipe, but what he had special on that bike was the actual race head that. It had the HRC cam and the CH wheat ported cylinder head that we had. Johnny was disassembling the bike, because they putting something in the museum. He pulled those parts off of it, and I got the pipes. Same thing, that side panel, that extra side panel with the bulge in it, and I have no idea where that stuff is at, because I haven't seen him post any pictures of that thing. But if I guess if you're a collector and you had this stuff, that stuff's pretty cool if you're into Baja things.
Yeah.
I have the Baja 500 second place 250 class podium bike. It's a XR 100. I have that bike and I hung it on a wall.
Yeah, it's up high. It's a cat toy.
The motor right behind me was one of the test motors for it that we didn't run because it didn't last long enough. So
the bumps and whoops in Baja are so big now and the silt in Baja is so deep now that little bike would have.
We'd lose it. Hey, speaking of Jamie Campbell and trophy trucks, which we've talked about, I'll tie it all together. Jamie Campbell rode that little bike into a fence during the race because he thought a trophy truck was coming. He decided to exit the course immediately when he felt like he still had a 20-minute lead on it, but he knew, because he's ridden off-road cars, he knew how fast that thing may have been coming. He just did a 90-degree turn at about top speed in an XR100, which might be like 35 miles an hour, and just rode into a barbed wire fence.
It's all better than a trophy truck.
To get out of the way. it never
Heard fake footsteps in his head, huh?
So, yeah. But, okay, we have any more questions over there?
We do.
Okay, got a couple more questions we're going to answer. You're going to stick around for a couple more questions, Tim?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Awesome. Hey, I see you switched to the F&L Racing Fuel hat.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my buddy. Actually, I need to call Bruce Conrad, who was the old F&L guy, and now it's Busby, yeah?
Now it's Brian.
Yep. And so F&L Racing Fuel. That's what we were burning. That's what we were burning at 13 miles a gallon in that KTM 125 down there, by the way.
All right. We got Bill Hall. Jimmy, I've been enjoying your show for some time now. Keep up the partying.
That's strange. Enjoying this show?
You have indicated several times over many shows that you like the flex bars, and with the flex bars, you can run a bit stiffer suspension forks. Do you prefer a slightly stiffer suspension over a more plush setup, especially for mountain single track like the Tour of Idaho? It seems to me that for that type of riding, plusher is better. Please elaborate.
That's a really good question. Hey, Tim, do you run flex bars?
Yeah, absolutely. And I didn't catch from his letter there if he is using the flex bars or considering using the flex bars, but I've been using them, I'm guessing 12 years now. I don't remember when they started, but
a lot longer than that.
What's that?
A lot longer than that. I was at Cycle World, so it's been a long time. I had them on XR 400s back in the day.
Dang. Well, I'm not sure how many years, but at least a dozen years I've been using them, and my wrists, or especially my right, it's so hammered that I got to the point where I would just let go of the right grip if I saw a little G out, or the little
square edge,
like
sharp
that.
things, yeah.
And I would just let go and go one-handed.
Do you run them, Jimmy?
I
don't.
I do.
Oh, you do?
I do. I don't have them on my bike right now. I actually got to
they
say.
saved me being able to ride.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I actually was going to order a set today, but I got busy.
I got a discount code
on it. Actually, that's what I didn't get busy. I wanted to ask you about that.
Get the discount code.
Yeah,
I can help you out there.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I'm the same way. It just makes it so I can ride multiple days. If I ride a bike without them, it really hurts, and then the next day I suffer. But so the question is, I do talk about it. So I'm really particular about my bike setup, and when I want my bike to handle, like I want I'll call it a performance feel, or I want that bike to I want to feel what that front end is doing and stuff. I need to have the certain amount of stiffness in the suspension so that I can, quote, feel
so
it.
Doesn't
now
doesn't feel vague.
And that's when it's I'm not hitting these square edge bumps that Tim is talking about. Like Tim's talking about, like these square edge bumps. I never want to feel those. And so I can set my bike up so I can feel the ground. So I'm going around a turn and I can feel how much traction I'm getting. But if I hit one of those, it doesn't punish me. So, but the question is, if I were running on the Tour of Idaho, like a long distance multi-day ride, at that point, I'm not so concerned about that performance feel. And so to take about like, what is this, where are we at with this? Well, the problem is when I have that feel, even if I'm just going slow, when I have a situation where I get close to the edge, like something, imagine you're dropping on like a little bit of off camber, and the dirt changes. It goes from kind of like decent grip to all of a sudden poof dirt or something, and it starts slipping. Well, if my forks are set up a certain way, I don't even have to see it. I feel it that okay, it's changed. I'm getting that sensation from the way that the bike reacts. And I know this, but if I have a really mushy or we'll call it a plush setup, I may not feel it because the bike isn't going to, the fork's going to kind of absorb too much of that, or it's so cushy you don't actually feel the response yet. What do they call me? A pretty pea pod?
Princess and the Pea.
Princess and the Pea. So it just kind of depends on how you have your bike set up. So on a ride like that, I might err on the side of making it a little bit more plush, but with the flex bars, I don't have to. The bars will take the snap out of the thing where it would really hurt me otherwise. So it's on the one end, I'm setting it up for that jarring hit that normally would transmit the shock to my arms. And so I can get more aggressive with the fork setting. So for sure, a softer, more plush setting would, probably pay dividends, but I don't have to rely on that setting and lose some of my bike feel. And it is unique to the flex bar because the way they're mounted and because the way they move. That's why I can still feel what it is. It's not completely that dampening isn't completely removing that feel from the bike. Hence why I like the flex bar more than some of the other options that are out there. Not to say those other options aren't really good at doing what they do, but it's a different feel. Not for me. And you, with as much as you complain about forks, dude, there's your solution right there. That'll make, I always said this, they make bad forks good. And
I'm getting there. That was part of it. Because I've been working on those forks and working on them, and I finally got them where they quit breaking.
Yeah.
Oh, God, those things. Anyhow, we'll move on.
Okay, next question.
We know you love them. I don't. This guy's got the weirdest name. His mom must have been weird. Park City ADV Dual Sport.
Yeah, she probably wanted him to be an adventure rider.
I guess he must have known early on, huh? Like the sound of that rock oil filter oil. Not a bad choice in the dry desert conditions. Certainly makes cleaning filters easier. Seems like a lot of engine oil consumption, though. Is that typical on a KTM, or is that engine tired?
Oh, great question. Okay, so he's responding to a video I popped up on the YouTubes the other day about I basically pulled my KTM 500 off the truck. It had been delivered back up from Cabo. I pulled it off the truck, brought it into my shop, washed it, and brought it in my shop. I said, hey, I'm just going to kind of shoot a little video of all the stuff I do to re-prep my bike. And I changed the oil, and I cleaned the air filter and changed the oil filter. That other than, I'm going to definitely put some new tires on it, which is kind of expected. But other than that, I didn't have to do anything to this bike. So it's, if you're interested in like what it takes to re-prep a properly set up bike that wasn't crashed. And it was funny. I was looking at Tim's, the Baja Bound Moto website today, and they were talking about how cause I was curious from my business as well, like how they treat rental bikes. And when, if you bring your own bike and you have to get on a rental bike, you guys had some really interesting, Tim, you guys had some really interesting wording there about if you're, crashing is not normal use, and that if you're a crasher and you crash your bike out of commission, you may not be able to get the spare bike off the trailer. Excellent wording on this.
I did see that on there.
So back to, my bike that didn't crash amazingly, going down there because I don't ride like that, and it did a good job. I did this little video on prepping it. And so one of the things that I've just started, I found that I can get the rock oil, they call it Eco Foam now. It's synthetic water washable air filter oil. It works in wet conditions, trust me. And people say, well, how can it do that? Like, you have to agitate it before the oil comes out. And the it's not oil, whatever it is that's the filter oil, but you have to agitate it. And even if you're spraying it with water, the water will go through, but it doesn't rinse it all out. It's actually hard to get it out, but it comes right out. So anyways, pretty cool video. If you haven't watched it, to check it out. Tell a friend, show a friend. But the consumption of oil, he was worried because, and I show this in the video, when the KTM, if it's all stock like mine is, it has the breather tube where the oil overflow, the oil breather tube that comes out of the cylinder head, it goes directly to the airbox. And so most of the time, if you take your air filter off, there's a little puddle of oil down there because it's breathing. So oil mist is going in and out of there. That's where all of the oil consumption is going. It's not going. I mean, there's a small amount that's going by the rings or whatever. It's burning a small amount, but it's so small. And this is 7,000-8,000 mile. I don't know how many hours because I haven't looked lately. A lot of hour KTM 500. And I started with the oil on the top of the view thing. When it was, you start it up, let it run for a second, shut it off, and it sits at the top of the view line. And when I got back, it was like a little bit below halfway. And that's what he's talking about, the oil consumption. Well, when I do the video, I show, when I pull the filter off, you can see some of the oil mist in the screen. Which, by the way, if you want maximum horsepower, cut that screen out. And most of the people I've seen cut the screen out, they don't do a very good job. And some of that screen goes, the little fragments go into the intake boot.
That's good for power right there. Run that down the cylinder wall.
It cuts the compression. Evidently, lower compression works better. But anyways.
Yeah.
Revs higher.
Revs higher.
Jimmy's making a joke, right?
Yes.
So, but anyways, so you see some of the oil residue on the screen, and then I take the rag and I wipe the bottom of the airbox, and you see some of the oil residue. That's where all the oil went. But it didn't all just go there, and it's not just sitting there. It missed the entire inside of that air filter, the side of the screen, and it sucks most of it into the motor. So technically, it actually does burn this oil. This oil goes through the motor, and it goes like that's what it's kind of designed to do. It's supposed to burn it off as opposed to spill it on the ground.
It's to puke it on the ground, yeah.
And you think about all the times you're wide open going down, not wide open. So I might have been doing 70 to 90 miles an hour down the road, the highway. I rarely go that fast in the dirt, because I'm not that good of a rider anymore. But it burned a little bit of oil. So I decided, because I filled it back to the middle line where I normally fill it to, but since I knew I was going to Baja, I went ahead and put a little extra in there because I didn't want to worry about it. And I knew it would burn it out. Not burn it out, pump it out, spray it out. So I took it today, and it was about, so I put in, and it might have been a little bit above the line, 175 cc's. To take it from where I had it to full. So it burnt, I'm going to guess 200 to 225 cc's out of it and full to that line. When you clean all the oil out, it's like 1200 ish cc's. The manual will tell you whatever it is, but so I poured 1200 in it, and then it's right in the middle like it's supposed to be. So I don't get all hung up in the specifics, but I also am not worried about my bike ever breaking down out in the middle of nowhere. And my bikes I got a lot of them, and they tend to run continuously and do well. So that's, okay. Yeah. And George points out a good thing. It probably only consumed half a window of oil because you started with too much. If you filled it to half, where it may have stayed there. I will agree with you halfway on this point, because I think having the extra oil in there, that's that little bit of extra pressure, and that caused some of it to blow out there. But it will, no matter what, mist. Like when you're running it wide open, no matter how much is in there, it's going to mist some. Yeah. And you think about the path it has to go to get there. It's all this oil mist floating around. It has to go through the middle of the cam and out through. I mean, the path that oil takes to get out of the motor, and every pulse it's going forward and backwards and forward and backwards. It's a pretty amazing little system, and the fact that it doesn't go.
Ever seen the picture of where Logan on his KLX 110 long time ago, he rode it without a filter on it and sand.
Air filter.
Well, yeah. Took the ring gap to about a 1/4 inch, and he had the breather routed into the oil fill, because it would just run.
Oh, because so much oil would come out.
So much oil would come out.
Wait, did he figure that out?
I came home and I look at he had it all done. He had it actually working and sealed somehow.
So it was pumping oil out the breather tube back into the oil fill hole.
Into the oil fill hole. And he had it pretty sealed with probably
that's
a lot of duct tape.
I don't know where the extra pressure is going to go, but on a KLX 110, it can't be too much.
No,
but,
and I mean,
but that's pretty cool.
It was going through he'd get about a half hour on the entire oil until he come up with that. How much oil it held in. All those bikes, they don't blow up for nothing. But, he was about 8 years old or so when he was doing that kind of cool stuff.
I see this in him. I just wish he would talk a little bit more.
I know. I was so proud of him in a way.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's the dumbest thing you could do,
but who ran it without the air filter too?
The same guy that his first air filter he cleaned, he took it off, and
these are the kids.
Yeah,
the kids.
Yeah, no air filter. Let's go to the sand out here by your house.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Rusty Schatz.
Oh, we talked to him last week too?
I think so.
He should go see a doctor for that, though. I didn't know you could run an aftermarket pipe without a different ECU.
What do we know what he's talking about? What particular video that came from?
This is the reprepping a KTM after 1,200 miles.
So you got a pipe on
yeah. So I have an FMF. It's an FMF. It looks like a Power Core 4, but it actually has Q internals in it. It was something that was built.
Because why not?
Well, I needed one for a test, and they just slammed it together. And because and trust me, pre-COVID, this is before there was supply demands, but they've always had supply demand things there. So that's what it is. It's essentially a Q4. No, you do not have to have an ECU to run. You don't have to have an ECU to run anything. It helps certain times, but just putting a slip on, which essentially all this is on, and it's not a big open one, it does change the character a little bit. And I wish it were a tad bit richer. That bike does have a little bit of a lean pop on decel sometimes, but it's lighter. It doesn't build up as much heat as the stock exhaust. And even with the stock exhaust, I take out that screen at the end, but it's a little less restrictive, and just overall, it's fine. But you do not have to run it on. But it's not a big open muffler. It's kind of a little bit restrictive, which I like. I like that power delivery. And my bike! I should have taken the reeds out of it.
This is your own advice that you did not.
No, I only take the reeds out of 2 strokes. 4 strokes, they make more power.
Oh, because there's 2 more strokes there.
2 more strokes. You need the extra reeds.
2 more strokes helps out a lot sometimes.
If you have no idea what we're talking about, you're not engaged on our social medias, which it's probably safer that way. Because if you take me serious, sometimes.
Okay.
We got all the questions, or we got one more?
We got one more.
Oh, one
Jesse
more.
G.
More.
If there's extra questions, we can just move them over to the next.
Okay, we'll move to the next show.
2 hours
Jesse
of sleep
G.
last night for me.
Yeah, I see Jimmy yawning over here, struggling
all day. You need a flathead racing, Jesse G. You need a flathead racing aluminum pipe guard, and you're lucky your front brake disc survived without a EE Enduro Engineering aluminum disc guard. How'd the bike make it back without that?
Okay, with that, we're just going to shut this show down. You can leave. You can head out.
Good.
Yeah. Hey,
rally.
We're gonna rally it.
Yeah.
Aluminum pipe guard.
I think he's making a big note.
Oh, because I put a dent. Yeah, a rock flew up. Hey, Tim, I got a dent in my header from a rock that flew up off my front wheel or something like that. How do I solve this problem?
Why are you asking me that question? I don't know how to fix that.
Should I just ride slower, or it doesn't happen to Hondas?
On what kind of bike?
KTM 500.
Oh, that's not one of those 2-strokes.
No, it's
you
really
dented a header pipe from a rock.
Yes, a big dent. Like one that it may actually compromise the power a little bit, but actually not in a bike with a reed in the intake. But I didn't notice it until I started shooting the video. I said, "Oh, I kind of noticed it when I watched it, but I took a good look at it when I shot the video. I'm like, that's a good one." Actually, somebody else talked about that. Oh, we noticed it in one of the Rooster Endo bikes, and they said it slipped off the stand or something. Or
I believe something like this sounds familiar.
Yes, I've had this.
It's so funny how you forget the shows as soon as you stop recording. You just kind of forget what happened in the show.
Hopefully, you can make a drive home. Remember where you live?
Yeah.
So, anyways, Jesse, thanks for pointing and rubbing salt in the wounds because I can't get a different header right now because they're all backordered and sold out. But I'll suffer with that power deficit. It's going right back down. Is it safe for me to take my KTM 500 back to Mexico, Tim? Or should I pull out the XR 650?
If you have an XR, why do you want to ride a KTM?
Because I'll tell you something. My KTM will do everything that XR will and still go do all the single track. It's just a long story. We'll save it for another show.
Nora, just bring your XR. Oh wait, you can't because it needs a gear.
No, it's got brand new tires on it, and Heather says it's hers, and I don't want to kickstart it anymore. Once a month is enough. So, call Zip Tie. He has the tools.
Or with the Nora crew.
I'm going with I'm working. I'm going down with the Nora crew. I'm going to be kind of like a steward and a evidently a early morning road book installer, which is going to could cut into my beer drinking, but maybe I'll just mix them all up.
Well,
so,
hey, we're looking forward to you being there and joining our gang at our bivouac and assisting our guys and answering questions so I don't have to.
Hey, I'm there. I want to make everybody that's doing this motorcycle thing have fun, kind of promote, Nora, promote. I love what they're doing, the funnest race on earth. That sounds like something like I like doing. I want to promote, guys that are getting into rally to have a good, fun rally experience, and just in general, start enjoying Baja again. Sounds like I missed out. So, hey, Tim, do you have anything you want to?
Our crew is Jennifer, myself, Ronnie, Jen's brother, Ron Wilson.
Yep.
And we might have one more. And like I say, we got 13 guys in our gang. I think maybe 3 more as of today. So it'll be fun around our bivouac.
Yeah, sounds good. If they're joining up with the Baja bound crew, then they're going the right direction. You have anything else you want to promote, Tim? Anybody got to thank?
No, I have no one to thank.
Thank your wife. Thank your wife.
I think I can hear her in there doing the dishes right now. So,
oh boy,
yeah, right on. Hey, well, it's good to chat with you again. Good to see you. We'll spend a good time down in Baja. Maybe we'll see if we can do some like live updates or something like that on the dirt bike test page when we're down there. If we have the internet's connected or something, I could probably patch it to my grinder thing, right, Matt?
Probably.
Okay, so we know it'll work. So with that, anything else? I want to thank our sponsors, of which Yamaha, Taco, Moto. Thanks for the $100 gift certificate. We have Scott Sports, Climb, DDC, Trail Tech, Fasst Company, Costa Rica Unlimited. It sounds like everybody but me is going down to Costa Rica for the Costa Rica Unlimited Tour. Fasst Company, Flex Handlebars, and you are fans that are still showing up week after week. I don't know why, but I love you.
Y'all.
And you know what we're going to do, Jimmy?
See you on the trail.
See you on the trail. Cheers.
Let's do it.